alive and kicking into your soul. Can never find the Rapid Racing logo on here. There it is. There we go. No. No worries. I just said Morris was up looking for a podium, I believe, on NPC. I know he had a rocket start. I know that much. He absolutely sent it. Yep. Honestly, the thing I would hope for most would be wait there, what the hell? Why can't I just what the hell's going on here? Oh, they've changed the like viewer section of the league thing. Yeah, the only thing I would really love from the stream would be a Morris podium. That's what I really want.
I just want to see a Morris W. That's what I want. I want to see him put that baby. Yeah, I want to see him put that baby right at the front.
I'd love to see a replication of Bahrain, and quick one before the stream, before people get in the stream. What time tomorrow, roughly, do you want to do the podcast? I'm off work all day. Go early in the morning, mid-afternoon.
Jack said he can make it tomorrow too, right?
I should think so.
Well, then we could just do it later in, like the evenings. That way Jack's here too.
Yeah. I think maybe 6-ish your time, maybe 5-ish our time. I've got a race about 7:30. Anytime before then.
That's fine. My wife should be home before that.
Yeah, sweet. We could just I'm sure we could sort out between us tomorrow, and we'll all end up online at one point. So should we just do it now and just get started?
That won't happen unless I put my kid down for a nap.
No worries.
Which has been getting less and less here lately.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. Obviously, as again, family still comes first, mate. Just do what you gotta do.
Right, before people start jumping in here, guess what I did today?
Go for it.
Went to a motorsports shop just up the road here a little ways, about 30 minutes north of here. Had them look at my car so I could figure out what was wrong with my brakes. And they were like, yep, you know what it is, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, cool, that's what I thought it was. Let's go ahead and get it done. So they put me on the schedule and whatnot for like 2 weeks from now. And these guys literally, you walk in this place, and there's literally track maps of the Nürburgring everywhere. Fucking trophies everywhere. The dude had a Porsche 919 up on the lift with the track kit on it. And I was like, What do you race that? He's like, oh yeah, it's going to the track next weekend for a test day. I was like, have you done well with it? And he was like, well, follow me. And he took me into his office. His office is littered with trophies, dude. First place, second place, third place. There's like 30 of them in his office.
Wow.
Anyway, so I'm like, all right, cool. We'll get on the schedule and everything. I leave. As I'm coming home, I'm like, I don't know, 12 kilometers north of my house. And a baby blue Audi R8 comes up behind me. And right as I'm jumping out into the left lane, into like the oncoming lane to pass this truck, he jumps out right behind me. So I'm like, okay, he's in a hurry. So I punch it and I go around the truck. He punches it and gets in right behind me. And the next thing I know, he comes right up next to me in the oncoming lane and just points his finger like he wants to race. And I was like, oh, you have no fucking clue what you just got yourself into. So I literally punched it, and me and him stayed side by side until there was a car. He dropped in behind me. And then at the very next corner, he was able to brake a little bit later, and he got right up next to me again. And then we came down into this little town that's right north of my house, like literally half a mile north of my place. Drops down to 70 kilometers through there. So I slow down, he slows down. As we get to the other edge of town, I'm looking behind me and I'm like, all right, where's that sign at for no speed limit? Where is it at? Oh, there it is. I look down in my left rear, in my left mirror, and I already see him jumping out into the other lane. So I just punched it. I was like, hell yeah, I got half a mile to show this son of a bitch that he's mine. So I literally just put my foot to the floor. The whole car goes sideways. He's right next to me, and I'm literally pointing at him at about 100 kilometers an hour. just going for it, and he could not believe his eyes. He backed out of it. I kept going. Finally gathered the car back up at about 130 kph and just got up to about 165, 170, and then just shut it down, slowed down real quick, turned into the road that leads to my house, and this motherfucker follows me. And then I turn into my house, and I drive up to my barn where I parked the car, and he follows me, and he gets out, and he's like, "What the fuck is that thing?"
That's class. That's
he was dude, he was all like, "Yeah, I live just up there in Dawn. I was heading back down to my office." He's like, "The thing's cool." He's like, "You ought to bring it to the Cars and Coffee we do on Saturday morning." And I was like, "All right, you just tell me where, you know." So that was dope.
fucking hell. That's a fucking lethal story. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, dude, the best part was when he realized I had my 2-year-old in the back seat.
Oh my god.
He's like, because I had the windows down, and I'm standing out in front of the car. I hadn't gotten him out yet, and Michael's back there. He's like, Daddy, get out, get me out. And the dude's like, "Is there a kid in there?" I was like, "Yeah, my 2-year-old's in there." He's like, "You're fucking crazy." And then he said something in German. He got back in his car, and he's like, "I got your number. I'll text you when we do our next car meet." I was like, "Okay, cool." Dude drives off.
Fucking hell.
And I was doing all that with a bad brake pedal.
That's the worst part.
Dude, it's getting so bad. Like, whenever I touch the brakes, you can feel the right rear oscillate so bad. It feels like if you were calling for too much brake pressure, it would just blow the suspension off.
Let's make in the Euro announcements.
Let's see here. I'm just jumping into the stream so I can monitor that.
Good man.
Get my phone to connect to the right freaking Wi-Fi booster. Jesus Christ.
I absolutely love to see a good, nice, healthy 19 car grid.
Oh, it won't last. Not at this.
I don't know. Around here shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. I reckon there's going to be a few that drop off.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. It says it shows we're live. We have 5 years, and I got a black screen.
My stream's fine. My stream's up and running.
Okay,
I'm just scrolling through it down just to make
sure. It must be my app. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch up the app now just to make sure. Yeah, did you press play in the middle of the app?
No, I was dumb enough to not. Of course I did. All right, now it's giving me an ad.
Oh god. Well, at least we know it's working. Whilst you've got the ad, I shall do the opening. We've got 5 people here. We've got a few. Mr. Boss, hello, sir. I hope you are well this fine Wednesday evening. It is. Keep me right. Yeah, good evening everybody, and welcome to round 11 of your Rapid Division 1 Championship. I'm joined in the commentary box by my usual and very, very beloved co-commentator, Mr. Lando Norris. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you are well.
Yeah, as well as can be. Had a lot going on last week for RRT, and it looks like it's going to be an even bigger week this week as we go to USA, the famous Circuit of the Americas, in Austin, Texas, where I was actually at for the last Grand Prix that we ran for F1 here last year. That was a great race, watching Max and Lewis duke it out from Turn 4 is actually where I was. I was at the Turn 4 Sky Bridge, and that was a great race to watch. So hopefully we can get something like that here tonight. Would love to see the American Ferrari driver, Rapid Morris, on the podium or even on the top step tonight. That'd be great.
Absolutely. I mean, I also echo that. The fact that I'd love to see both Ferraris get up there in the echo of the real life Bahrain, because I'd love to see Drago add to that podium he got last time out as well. So hopefully we can see both Ferraris do that, but especially Morris. It's his home Grand Prix. He had monitor issues this afternoon. He's managed to make it in, so hopefully he can put that little niggling issue behind.
Just looking here in the chat, Cheeseman actually coming up with a pretty good poll idea here. Can RRT Jack get less than 6 seconds of time penalties?
Not here.
No,
Not here.
No,
Absolutely not.
sorry, mate. He couldn't take less than that at Monaco. Are you bloody kidding me?
To be fair, I raced Monaco last night in a co-op league I run with another guy. I picked up 9 seconds.
Boss, the Discord link should drop any second here. It's programmed to do it every few minutes, but might be able to do it again for you.
I'll see if I can do it on a command prompt for you, mate. There you go, mate. I've just dropped it in the chat there, mate. If you just type !Discord, it should come up. The link in the see if that link's there. If that one's invalid, mate, I'll dig out the appropriate link. Just drop us in the chat, mate, and I'm sure one of us can grab that for you. Not an issue. But yeah, we are just waiting. We've got 2 minutes till we launch in for a full qualifying session. Usually should be dry weather around here, but then again, this is a game.
So you say that.
I've seen wet weather in Bahrain and stuff before in this game. It just doesn't care.
Yeah, well, you say that, but you know this racetrack. It's in the great state of Texas, you know, my home state. And I can tell you that weather there is very, very, very unpredictable, just like what we saw. We've had some massive tornadoes roll through Texas and take out quite a bit of some decent towns just in the past 2 days. So weather here is very unpredictable. You could have, you know, in the morning you can wake up and it's a beautiful, perfect day. By lunch, it's snowing like it's bloody Christmas, and then come dinner time, you got a tornado on the ground. So it is very, very unpredictable. Anything can happen here. I would predict mixed conditions for this race.
To be fair, honestly, I would love to see that kind of mixed condition. There's nothing more I'd love to see than, I know the past couple of tracks in Singapore can be one where you see quite a few DNFs and stuff like that, but this is a race where as long as people can keep it planted and keep things going well, they can stay on track. Mixed conditions would definitely add to seeing a few drivers pump up the grid by making the right call at the right time, definitely.
Geez, to answer your question, I believe it was 2017 or 2018 that they had all that rain. I'll tell you what, it was really fun to watch. It was really fun to watch the NASCAR drivers try to make their way around this circuit because it was an absolute monsoon. And it was the first time any of them had ever been here. And there were some of the biggest, slowest wrecks I've ever seen in my life when it comes to watching races. And I've watched every series under the sun you could think of, and those were the slowest, biggest wrecks I've ever seen. Let's see, it rained for IndyCar as well. But the one thing that I don't like
One thing I will ask. Oh,
no, go ahead.
No, after you, I'm going to go on to a different topic. Go.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, this is a very weird track whenever it starts to get wet, because they didn't quite get the elevation right in this one. When this track gets rained on, there is a massive puddle that develops on the front straightaway at the base of the hill, because they didn't quite get the runoff right when the track was built. So drivers on this game do get lucky by not having to deal with that. I will say that.
I agree. One thing I will ask, because we with Q1, it's just a process of technicality, really, especially with Division 1. It's just normally if people don't invalidate or anyone has any issues. One thing I am going to open to debate is, obviously, I know Lando's a massive Formula 1 fan. He's a bit of an encyclopedia on the sport, such as myself. Since it is America Week, Lando, what's your favourite American used Grand Prix track?
Formula 1 qualified or not?
Yeah, Formula 1 used has held a Grand Prix.
That's a tough one. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty tough one. Because to be honest, the tracks that Formula 1 uses are not even in my top 5 for American Grand Prix circuits. Not even gonna lie. There's as far as track layout goes, as elevation change, stuff like that, there are many circuits in the United States that are way better than Circuit of the Americas.
Oh yeah.
But as far as ones that Formula One is raced on, I'd have to give it to Circuit of the Americas because it's the only track that Formula One has actually done in the U.S. that has some elevation change to it. You think back to like classic Formula One of the '90s and the early '90s. Everything was at the Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit, which is basically flat.
Yeah.
The only elevation change to it was, the what is technically turn one for the Indy 500. And even then, they slew that down.
2000 to 2007, wasn't it? 2000 to 2007, I believe, was the first one.
No, I think I ran there in 98 or 99, I want to say. What track was it that was before that? What track did they run? They ran a Sebring,
there was a
they?
big gap, because they didn't get one. I think it was 1990, 91, I think, where they ran. I think they ran at Phoenix.
Oh yeah, and that was shite. They just ran in a car park.
Yeah. My favourite is my favourite American track used is Watkins Glen. Just the nostalgia of driving that on Forza Motorsport and other things like that is just a big one for me. I'm a big fan of that track.
Well, see, Watkins Glen isn't a bad track, but I'll tell you, I would love to see the current generation of car we have now run around Road America. I know that, the grandstand capacity is what's really holding Road America back because it could easily attain an FIA 1 rating like it needs to host Formula 1 because it has all, the amazing safety features and everything. I think what's really holding it back is the grass that's right up next to the tracks, and none of the teams really want to run there. And then also, Formula One itself doesn't want to come up there because the ticket sales just won't be as good because they don't have the infrastructure in Elton Lake to keep up with it. So, I would love to see Road America do some work so that we could try to host, a Formula One Grand Prix there. Because to be honest, I'm about 95% sure that this Miami Grand Prix that they're going to do is going to be a complete flop and it's going to be a shit track. Because I've actually driven those streets down there where they're talking about laying it out, and it's going to be shite.
Another one that I like, the Cheeseman's actually mentioned, is Long Beach.
Yeah, Long Beach is a great one. I don't understand why they're not just going to use that circuit. They wanted to go to Miami.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, because they could run, because, the WEC runs there, as far as I know. There's some sort of a prototype series that run. I think it's the Daytona prototypes run there.
Formula E run there, or have they run there? Or am I just dreaming that they did?
No, they have.
No,
they have. Formula E's been there.
I thought they did.
IndyCar races there. It makes perfect sense for Formula One to go there. Like after the IndyCar race, when there's already all that rubber laid down, they can put some Pirelli rubber on top of it. It's going to be a super grippy racetrack, and it's a street circuit that's already prepared. Instead of going to where they are in Miami, because I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to be right there, just off of like Highway 1 and Ocean Boulevard, and that is very windy. The drivers are going to hate it. And the other problem you have is the Floridian weather. It rains on and off every day, all day long. So it's going to make a havoc out of a Formula One weekend. Because some days you might just get a little sprinkle, and then the very next day you might get a torrential downpour. So.
True. I do love that very, very tight right-hand hairpin at the end of Long Beach. It's very, very tight around there.
Well, see, and the hairpin, I think, is what's holding it back, because in order for these cars to get around that hairpin, they would have to bring the same steering rack that they use for Monaco, which is a steering rack that they only use for one race. It's Monaco. So I think that there's an issue with running that steering rack, is what I believe the problem would be. If you ran that steering rack at the high speeds that the front straightaway at Long Beach would call for, I think that's one of the big things that's holding Long Beach back. Because it's a well-developed venue and has plenty of seating capacity, plenty of spots to sell the tickets. So I don't understand why we're not going there. Plus, it's in California. So, I don't understand why they don't want to run there. Doesn't compete with me.
Cheese is also asking, isn't there an issue with American tracks being diamond cut?
No, that has ceased to exist, basically. IndyCar did that at their ovals, trying to make it to where they would get more grip, and actually the diamond cutting just shredded the tires. I believe the last place, one of the only circuits that did that was the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And
Is that what caused the Michelin issue?
No, it's not really what caused the Michelin issue. They were just pulling so many G's there, but the diamond grading that they did make that a little more apparent. I'll agree with that. So, but
Yeah.
I don't want to see them racing back at Indy. I mean, as a Grand Prix track for like sports cars, it's okay, but not Formula One. There's no elevation change.
It was fun. It was fun to drive. I remember driving at F1 2001, 2002. It was fun to drive, but in terms of watching it, it just it was like, oh look, there's an F1 car on a bank curve, but that was it. Like turn 15, you were like, oh yay, great. After that, I was like, nah, don't care.
Yeah.
It was so wide. There was so much runoff. There was just nah. I think things started to go down when Ralf Schumacher broke his leg 2004. And I think then he crashed the year after 2005 as well.
No, he didn't break his leg. I thought he fractured vertebrae.
Was it fractured vertebrae? I'm sure he had a broken leg as well.
Yeah, he fractured his vertebrae and broke his leg, and then the very next year they went there, he was the first guy to lose it and basically wreck at the exact same spot in the exact same way. And I mean, really, honestly, I feel like that race where he crashed had that big issue. I feel like that really ruined Ralf Schumacher's career, to be honest.
Was it 2003 or 2004?
I think it was 04 and no, it couldn't have been 05. Because 05 was the tire dilemma, wasn't it?
He suffered a broken leg, concussion, and 2 minor fractures to his spinal column in a deceleration incident that measured 78 G.
And I think you're actually right. I think that crash took place in 04 because in 2005 they had the Michelin tire problem, and he was the first guy to bring it up and say these tires cannot do this track, and then everybody pulled their Michelin running cars off the racetrack for the race, and that's where we got the 2005 debacle.
Yep, and that's when you got the last podium finish for Jordan by Tiago Montero. There you go. It's a bit weird that I still know that, but...
Well, there's not really a whole lot to talk about in qualifying right now. It is session 1, so we're going to lose. Yeah, we're going to lose 5 people. Not a whole lot.
There's a few drivers struggling with their... Pappas has invalidated twice. Peach has done the same. Morris has done the same. Langers Weber hasn't yet, so hoping she can do well. If it's a female, I'm sure I can't remember if it's male or female. I know someone mentioned that it might be a female.
Well, the Red Bulls
I'm sure they'll be able to let us know.
Sector 1, so.
Yeah, good. We've seen Daz 32-1, Kitch 32-2 just behind. Ginge chipping in there with 32-3. Who is Ginge? Is that? I don't know.
RT Ginge? Oh God, not this again. Didn't we figure out who it was last week and we bloody forgot?
No, Pappas was Pro Alusrum, that's who we worked out.
Yeah, Ginge. I'm trying to remember who Ginge is. Hold on, let me look in our...
Just a heads up, the stream isn't in a game category. I can't edit it, my friend, due to the fact that I can't, it's not streamed through the console. Like, I'm not logged into the Rapid Racing channel on PC. So I can't adjust that, I'm afraid. I do apologise. I'll look into that for next week, Mr. Boss.
I'll tell you what, she's brought up a good thing about American tracks being diamond cut. The big problem that the U.S. has right now is NASCAR actually going around to all these different circuits, ovals and GP circuits alike, and they're laying down a compound called PJ1. And basically, it's like a U-drive. It's basically the same kind of compound that a dragster uses. When it pulls up to the line, you'll see some of the team members dump like half a bottle of this weird smelling, foul looking liquid on the ground right in front of the dragster's rear tires, and he'll light them up, and that helps get his tires a lot warmer, and it actually takes some of the compound off and lays it down as he goes over it, he's spinning the tires, or she, depending on if it's who it is that's driving. They're basically doing the same thing with a traction compound called PJ1, trying to make the racing better, and they bloody ruined it. They were like, we're bringing this, we're going to spray it on the racetrack, but we're only going to do it on the bottom line. Like, what?
It's a bit of an odd one, isn't it?
What's the fucking point in that? You're putting it on the bottom. Everybody's already running the bottom. We need people to start running the top.
Exactly, yeah. You wanna spread it out and get it across, just obviously so people can try different things.
Yeah, but I will say this:
Jack's
the
not happy with that one.
new car that NASCAR has come out with. This is their first year of running it. I've watched basically every race they've done since they brought it out, just to see if it would like bring me back to the sport. And it actually has started to, because these cars are running a lot closer together. They started to have the same problem that Formula One was having, where the cars would get so spaced out, nobody could follow anybody. The arrow was getting all jacked up if you got in behind another car.
They just learned to turn right.
Mate, they can turn right. You should see these guys when they hit the Grand Prix circuits. It's a beautiful thing.
I don't know whether they have it in America. I know they have it over here. Obviously, speedway bikes. And speedway bikes literally literally the handlebars only have a 90-degree rotation, and it's literally left.
Yeah, the flat track. So the flat track Harleys.
Yeah,
we have those.
Obviously with the mud, like all the mud and all the like it's like a rallycross type thing.
Yeah.
And where I live, someone had two, and they got stolen. And they literally found them at the bottom end of the road because the drivers realised that at the bottom end to get out of the cul-de-sac you have to turn right, and the bike wouldn't go. Well, surely wouldn't you just do a 270 left-hander to put it in that direction and straighten it up?
Well, over here we don't have our bikes that they race on the flat track can go both ways. So like they'll turn to the left, and then they're literally, like I don't know if you've ever seen World of Outlaws, like the sprint cars and late models and all that stuff. Yeah. They're literally going around the corner like that. Steering input is to the right, body is leaned over to the left, and they're sideways through the whole corner. And some of them are pulling like 85 mile an hour through those corners at, like the half-mile tracks. It is insane to watch them go at it.
I think I've just sent you. Oh no, actually no, it hasn't taken it. Let me just. Yeah, there we go. There's a photo of the British Speedway bike. Oh well, what we use in here over here anyway.
Oh yeah, no, that's basically what we have here. But most of them over here are all they all look kind of more like a Harley, but more or less.
V2 Oasis is slow. V2 Oasis is slow as asking for a quali Sue.
You're not getting one out of me. I just put my kid to bed.
You could just do it. You do realise he's heard you say that he's going to ask for a quiet soon now.
Fine.
These guys want blood.
Soon. That's all you're getting. Fuck off.
Jordan is in the chat. Good luck to you, sir, in the home Grand Prix. We are both very, very much Ferrari and Jordan fans this evening. We want to see you get up onto those steps, mate. We've just got
if he gets on the steps, you're gonna hear me go full president mode when I go to interview him. I'm gonna be like, my fellow American, my fellow American.
407 years ago since the last American was on an F1 podium. Who was that?
Abraham
It must have
Lincoln.
been Mario, was it? Was it Mario? No, the last American on the podium. It must have been Andre, was it? Mario Andre. Mario Andre, surely.
Yes,
Scott
Speed didn't do it.
Michael was shocking.
Yeah, Michael Andretti had it just wrong.
He got like the back. I think he was Senna's teammate in '93, wasn't he? In the McLaren Ford, I think it was.
Yeah, and I thought it was just I thought it was hilarious that it didn't work out well for him in Formula One. He went right back to IndyCar and just kept winning races in IndyCar like he'd never left. So let's just take a little
drivers from the United States. I'm just gonna have a look now. Yeah.
I'm looking down here at these guys that have yet to set a lap, and actually Jordan is one of them. He has not put in a timed lap yet in the Ferrari as he goes through sector 3.
He's going to get it in the locker.
And I'll tell you right now, if you're riding on board with him...
I'm going to now, because Connor has just matched his very good friend Vorno's time identically. 32,727.
Yeah, no, the
Let's
sector.
put him in front of him.
That sector 3 right there where the tower is, we actually went up in that during one of the practice sessions. You can pay like, I think it was like $20, and you can take the elevator right up there, and then they serve wine and shrimp cocktails and all sorts of stuff while you're up there. And just being up there and listening to the cars as they're, out on a hot lap, as they go underneath that massive sky bridge that's right there. It doesn't look like it in the game, but that sky bridge is about 20 feet wide, about 3.5 meters wide at least. And what has just happened there?
Yeah, I think.
Did you see that?
Jordan said that his car he retired. It's on track, and it has literally just cost Cheese his time.
If he retired, why is the car going so slow?
He's got a red X on the car, so he's not in control. As Stuart, if he's genuinely retired, Jordan, quickly take a clip to make sure that you've definitely retired, because Cheese might challenge this because he might not get a lap in.
Yeah,
just to cover you, because if you have retired, I will not issue anything. He should be able to go again. I don't even know why it's on track. If he's retired, he shouldn't be on track. But the car's stuck to the racing line.
Yeah, and it's not putting the look at the telemetry. It's showing the car is full throttle right now.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this is a new glitch.
Yeah, we've got a glitch in the stream, but don't worry, Jordan. We've already got it noted down. That there'll be nothing going forward from that one. It's sweet. Obviously, to any Div 1 guys in the stream, obviously our rules. Anyone Euro, our rules have gone live now. We've got it formulated. Me and the guys. I know it took me about 3 days to write them. We've got all the guys to overlook. I know Lando and everyone's chipped in, but we've also noticed after Singapore we are going to be now reviewing situations, because I know that Lando's more of a consultant steward. He hops in and out of every session. I'm permanent Div 1 steward. We are going to be reviewing a lot of things. If we see something on stream, Lando, if you see something that you don't feel's right, obviously we can't see it. Just clip it. Because obviously now we are going to be looking at things now in streams just to make sure, just in case clips aren't raised.
Okay, so now what I'm worried about is Jordan saying that he is P4.
Yeah.
But
it's not putting the time in for him.
Yeah, so now I'm wondering if the game's going to pull some shite and not put him P4 and he's going to be out in the first session. I wonder how this is going to work out for Jordan.
Yeah, I've just got it, Jordan.
Yeah.
This is a big chunk, whether because he's clearly going to be a Q3 driver. I don't want to see him provision. He's going to be what, P20?
Yeah, it looks like Cheese isn't even going to get to put a lap time in because of what happened between he and that weird non-ghosted Ferrari. That was his hot lap that he was doing, and it invalidated him because he had to go off the track to miss him. He either went off the track to kind of avoid him, or he made contact with him and slid off. One of the two. But yeah, Cheese can't even put a lap in, according to my screen. I want to know, did Jordan retire on track, or what?
Fuck's it. Why is it when I send a message, it fucking sends the fucking peace sign? I'm not Winston fucking Churchill. Yeah, it says, Cheese is out. Morris is just pumping in outlet. It just keeps saying outlap.
Well,
His
yeah,
car's
and
literally running at full. Look at it through the corners though. Like it's not braking.
Yeah,
it's just full revs. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm looking at the chat, and he says that he actually retired in his pit box about 5 to 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, he raised it in the chat. 3 to 5 minutes. He said he retired. Yeah, this is going to be one for Vorno and Daz to look at. Definitely if they're here. Yeah, mate. Cheese, it's a glitch. On his screen, he's actually fourth, mate. This is we're looking literally through corners. The car's full throttle. It's just not turning off. It's not boxing. It's not doing anything. It's just jammed on. We've got a glitch here. It's going to impact the pair of you two. Obviously, because you couldn't get a lap in because Jordan's car's compromised by this glitch. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I think we're just waiting for a little bit of clarification from Vorno.
I'm not going to lie to you. If it shows that Jordan's not moving on to Q2, I think it should be a restart. We should somehow organize it with all the guys that, the 4 that would be out with Jordan, or the 5 that would be out, excuse me, with Jordan in P4, just somehow don't run in qualifying. But I mean, it'd be sad to see Jordan lose out on this.
Oh wait, no, it's cleared. Look.
Oh yeah, now
that's not gonna. Yeah, that's still not fixed for Cheese though.
Did Cheese ever put a lap in?
He didn't get the chance to.
Well,
he didn't get the chance to put a last one in.
Well, if he didn't put a lap in, then there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean?
That's one for them to just. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna call it. I'm not gonna say anything. That's gonna be in the eyes of Vorno.
It's very sad.
Cheese said he's happy. So it's very. Yeah, he invalidated his second run.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like that's gonna be the end of Q1.
Obviously, major GG's there to Cheese. He's seen the glitch. He's noticed. Obviously, we hope. Obviously, P20. There's a lot of things that can happen.
Yeah. Look at the times between. Oh wow. Hold on. Let me look at your screen. It does show. Look at that. Look at that for. Look at that for P14 to 15.
Oh my god. Yeah, same time.
Identical lap
I said
times,
that, yeah.
And somehow Connor
Yeah,
gets
I said
in.
that, yeah.
And the McLaren's out.
Yeah, so obviously big credit to Cheese. We hope you can get back from there. We know you're a guy with good pace, and obviously you've showed us glimmers of good driving this season. Hopefully, you can bounce back. Yeah.
Well, the 5 we're losing from this session is gonna be
Cheese, Chewbacca, Lubo, Rapid Drago has not got through,
and Jaffmaster Flash. And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a Wales flag?
That is a Wales flag. That's from Wales, my friend. He's from down the valley. He is.
I can't lie. I love the Welsh flag.
Cool,
They're just like, we're gonna go with a bit of green, a bit of white, and probably some red. And then they were like, oh, you mean like Hungary or something like that? They're like, no, we're gonna put an animal on it. And they're like, oh, okay. What kind of animal is it gonna be? It's gonna be a big fuck off dragon in red.
To answer Faf's question, I believe he said it was retiring the pit lane. It's just the cars just decided to go back out. It just went out and then in lap, then out lap, then in lap, then out lap, then in lap. It just wouldn't stop. But he did say he retired 3 to 5 minutes ago, and at the time he was in the pit lane. If he'd already put a lap in, I can't see him going out just to retire on track. Yeah. Lando just clearing that up in the chat. So we are going to move forward to Q2. So I'm going to bring up the tyre graphic this time. Obviously, hopefully we get no bugs. Most guys at the moment are originally looking for the medium compound. But obviously we'll see what other guys have got.
Can't lie, I wouldn't really be coming out on the mediums right now. I would wait. You see, there's 3 cars already out, now 4. I would not be coming out on my mediums just yet. This is a racetrack that takes a lot of tire degradation out of your tire when it doesn't have a lot of rubber down. If I was really trying to make the mediums work and I wasn't a front runner, like let's say like Jack or
Trey.
Trey, Rapid Welch, I would wait honestly until there's like 9 minutes left. Wait till there's like 9 minutes left. Put your medium time in, and then see how that stacks up with about 2 minutes. 2 minutes 35 seconds left. Hit the go out button on a set of stops if you have to get into Q2 or Q3. Excuse me.
Yeah. If it were me, I'd just wait till there's 5 minutes. I'd do a double push and go for it. But then obviously the tyre wear here is quite high, so it can be a bit of a nightmare. So probably not listening to me is probably the right way to go.
Well, the tire wear here is high, but like I said, in the last race, how they redid the tire model for this game this year and kind of made it more arcadey. Last year, this racetrack was one of those where you would go through that long double apex right-hander underneath the sky bridge under the tower in Sector 3, and you had to really be careful because if you got that tire too warm in the beginning and the middle of the lap, you wouldn't have that tire left to make it around that corner, whereas this year they made that a lot easier. You can push the whole lap and not really worry about it. Tire choice is still a big big thing here because this is going to be more than likely a mediums to hard or soft to hard race unless we get some safety cars thrown in there. But I don't know. Let's see.
Absolutely. I am now sporting, and I know exactly what you're going to say when you think of Formula 1 teams. I'm sporting a Tommy Hilfiger t-shirt right now.
Here at Aston Martin.
Nope. See, people would think, well, yeah, either that or Mercedes. However, in honour of Jordan, I'm going back to 2000, into the mid-2000 days, and Ferrari was sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger. So there you go.
Yeah, but who built Tommy Hilfiger?
The US?
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know that dude.
Here at Aston Martin, that douchehole did.
Oh, fucking Stroll.
See, who's going to be the first person to set a lap? Let's see here.
There's a few. I think it could be. Is it? It's gonna be.
It's going to be Daz, I think. I'm riding on board with him. He's coming through the final turn right now.
Here he goes. Where's he gonna be? 33 flat isn't bad for the medium.
Actually, he didn't use all the racetrack there that he legally can for that exit onto the front straightaway. A lot of drivers like to go all the way out and put that right tire over the exit curb just to get the throttle down a little sooner. So there's a couple tenths there that he could pick up, and it looks to me like he's going for a second push lap. Seen a lot of these drivers here lately doing that. They've been going for second push laps at almost every racetrack now.
Well, we are going to be on board. We are just going to see where everybody fits in on their first lap. Obviously, every driver so far opting for the medium. Nobody's chose the softs yet. So we will see what's going on. Jordan's pumped in a 33.6. So, good lap for him. Obviously, Welsh obviously coming in as cover. With a 33.7, very respectable time, obviously coming in from Division 2. Great stuff to see. And then what we'll probably do is...
It's Connor at the top of the hill.
Is it Connor?
Yeah, it's Connor at the top of the hill, the end of Sector 1, beginning of Sector 2.
Yeah, oh yeah, he has. No wing damage though. He's just waiting to let everyone through. What we will do is we'll probably let everyone analyse, see how everyone's getting through. And then, obviously, I like to let Lando lead through the qualifying pace, as he likes to give us all the engineering info and all the bits and pieces we need to know coming in for our Grand Prix.
Yeah, there it is.
I think this way.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Dash just went 3 tenths faster. There was actually a little glitch there because Mr. Peach just set his lap of a 33.5, but there was a weird spot. I was riding on board with Daz as Daz came out of the hairpin to go down the long DRS straight where you can see Mr. Peach's name out in front of him. So this lobby's definitely having some issues. Admins might want to think about taking photos of the starting order and doing a restart.
I am going to raise this now. Can you remember the bottom 5? Obviously, can you remember the bottom 5 in order?
Negative.
It was Cheese, Chewbacca. Draft Master was 16th. I believe it was 2 guys in the middle. There's 2 guys in the middle we need to get right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it in the chat.
Let's see, who's on a push lap? Ooh, Ginge is on a second push lap. He's just purpled Sector 1. He's got plenty of battery life left. Let's see how he takes the hairpin. He doesn't actually use all the racetrack.
Yeah, just before you quickly raised, obviously, about the glitch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you, obviously, just let me know who you want to watch. For tonight, guys, it's his home Grand Prix. Lando, you are going to be the complete, full lead for Q3. You can do all the analytics and everything you wish to do and break down everyone's lap.
Wonderful. Well, I'm riding along board with Ginge right now, and he's purpled both sectors. He's about to beat Daz's time by quite a margin, I think, unless he has an issue here through Sector 3. But like I said, this double always going to have one in the way. Oh, yeah, he's going to be affected by Hernan's wet. Oh,
He's invalidated.
He's invalidated. That's
I'm wondering if
unfortunate.
this Aston Martin is Ryan. Ryan M, you know the one who drove in the Aston, he drove in the Red Bull from last week.
Yeah.
Because he was told to be put back into the Aston, wasn't he? I'm wondering if that's the driver that we've been looking for. I may be incorrect though, but I would go along those lines.
Well, Jack's actually done well. I'll say that he's got himself up in ninth right now with a 134.3 on the mediums. I don't think that's going to be good enough to get him into the next session, as we've just now seen.
Looking at a 33.8, 33.7 in there to get probably through.
Yeah, I think that who we have left to set a lap time, like Kitch is on a lap right now, and I'm sure Kitch will put himself up inside the top 10. He's actually just purpled Sector 1 now. And I'll tell you what, they did not do justice for this at all. The hill that Kitch is going down right now is actually a lot steeper, and then where the hairpin sits in game, it almost looks level, but you're actually running up quite a good way uphill. I'd say it's about 12 foot of elevation change between the bottom of the hill and the the apex of the hairpin there. So a few things that Codemasters could do to remeasure this racetrack, but now Kitch has gone purple Sector 2.
Yeah, we are on board with Kitch at the moment. I'm just laughing in the background. I have just seen a TikTok, and it's you're not a proper Formula 1 fan unless you can name these drivers. It's like level hard, and the 5 drivers in order: Heikki Kovalainen, Vitaly Petrov, Jarno Trulli, Giancarlo Fisichella, Paul Di Resta. How is that hard?
Kitch is actually really close to going P1. Ooh.
Oh, he's 4/10.
Yeah, I think he lost most of that in the final sector as he went through he went through the double right-hander, had a big lift through there.
So what Wet's going to do, he is on a lap and he is looking to get through.
Kitch moves out of the way for the Alfa Romeo driver to allow him through into sector 1 and have clean air. Big lift. He gets really close to invalidating at that apex, but he does purple the first sector. So this track is definitely ramping up. Just like I said, this track gets a lot faster throughout a session.
Oh, he's invalidated there.
Oh, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's very easy
Pappas
to do.
then, how was he getting on? We are starting to see drivers move to the softs now. Jack has come out on the soft compound. Currently lies P11. He's in the drop zone. Pardon me. Ginger's actually out. Ginger's retired. He's going to start on fresh compound tyres. So that'll be automatic P15. Yellow sector 2. That is the McLaren of probably Kitch. Yeah, Kitch is just going to go slow, get out the way for the Williams to clear. RRT Ginger in the chat, couldn't hook a lap up, so retired for free tyre choice. Yeah, mate, good one. There's plenty of chances to overtake and pass here. Are you Ryan from last week, Mr. Ginge? Just so we can identify you pre-name change. Yeah. Faf saying there's going to be a lot of soft runners at the front. I don't think those softs are going to last too long. But I don't know, because I didn't actually get to race here in Div 3. Last year for Div 3, the lobby completely bugged out.
I remember right from the last race I did here, it was in the realistic league that I ran, and I was in the McLaren, which I can't lie, in this game that car is really, really healthy on its tires. You could get a solid 9 laps out of the soft tire and still feel like you had plenty of grip. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some soft runners up at the front.
Yep. Yeah. Nan's wet going again. Let's see what he can do. Just trying to work out who Ginger's. He has said he's not Ryan from last week. Oh, I know who it is.
Who is Ginge? Who is it?
I want to say it's Nutty Man. No, it's not Nutty Man, because he's RRT Nutty Man. No, it can't be Nutty Man. Ignore me. Ryan's having a brain fart. He's been awake since 5 AM. It's F1 CMM. Thank you. Yes, it was. Thank you very much. Apologies to Mr. CMM.
So
My
Rapid
bad
Jack
there, my
has
friend.
just gone P1 on his set of softs. That time will definitely get him through in the next session unless a bunch of guys come out on soft tires
I'm not gonna lie.
now.
If you look at the tyre choices in the garage, Kitch, Peach, Morris, Kimmy, Max, Tristan, Connor, Trey, all on soft tyres.
And your Nan's wet sets a time fast enough to get himself in on the mediums, but is anybody behind him going to knock him out?
He's got soft runners behind him. Yeah, he's got.
Connor could definitely do it. Connor could definitely put himself in the top 10 on a set of softs. Pappers could definitely
let's
do
see
it.
how he's getting on. Yeah, all these guys. Him and Jack just forming a little train.
I will say this, some of these guys are running a really weird line through Sector 3 that I haven't really seen much in the past. I'd like to think that I'm kind of pretty good at this racetrack, but I would say that they're running a much different line. Oh, I hate this racetrack on this game, mate. Don't get me talking about how much I hate
I
this.
liked it last year.
Yeah, most of them are all running about the same line that I would run through Sector 1, just small variations. Basically, everybody's running almost the same line through Sector 2. I definitely do use a lot more curving through Sector 2 than some of these gentlemen are, but we'll see. Maybe there's something going on with these equal cars that they're just not really agreeing with going over the curving. Trey puts himself up into the top 10 with a 132.9 on his softs. And there goes Max Wolves.
Is through as well.
This is really
Nearly
putting
into the
pressure.
31s.
This is really putting pressure on everybody, P7 and down.
Yeah, Daz has retired as well, by the way.
Connor's on an
a lot of these
outlap.
soft runners can improve.
Yep, here comes Connor and Tristan. They're both about to start a lap. Tristan's in the perfect position. He's going to get to the line right as the clock goes to about 3 seconds, I would think. So he's going to get the best run possible out of this session.
He is. Rapid Welsh is out. He's going to take the free tyre trace, I would think. Connor doing really well through that first sector. Looks really nice through there. Langas Viva doing a good job to get out of the way.
Yeah, and see, Connor's another one of those drivers that's just not, I don't know if you were just on board with him because my phone turned off.
I am.
Okay, he's one of those drivers that isn't using all the curving in that second sector like he could be. When you turn right to go up that hill to that weird off-camber left-hander, you can be all the way over that right hand inside apex curving so that way you get the fattest line possible into that left-hander. You can gain 0.2 of a second just by being out there. And there goes Morris. Jordan goes P1 overall with a 32.1.
Looks like most of the top 10 are going to be through on softs.
Yes.
At the minute, Daz, Welsh, and Langersweber are going to go through. But Tristan and Connor could replace them, which leaves Daz in the power position. How the way there? Kitch actually didn't set a time. He's done 0 laps on his softs, so he's probably on a medium compound run there with a 33. Yeah, he's going to be on the 33.1.
There goes Connor.
Yep, Connor goes P6. So Tristan now is the one who's going to have it in his hands. He's 9/10 up, near enough a full second up on his time. So you're looking at a 32.8, which is going to put him P8. So that's going to drop Langersweber out as well. Kitch is going to scrape through on the mediums.
Trey was actually really fast for through there. He's probably going to beat Daz's time, and he does.
Yep, he's through. Yep, very good stuff. So I believe Kitch and Daz are the only two on the medium. See, to me, I would probably want to start here on the medium. I really would.
Well, this is the racetrack whenever you're on that high fuel load. The first sector is kind of like Jeddah. The more grip that you can have on that higher fuel load might be better, especially considering what kind of downforce levels these guys might be running at this racetrack.
I think the general consensus is a lot of them are running. I know that Jordan ran 9.9. There's a lot of guys running 9.10, 10.9. They're in about that window. Anywhere from 8 to 10 on their wing setups is what I'm getting as a general consensus.
Okay. Well, the 5 we're going to lose is
Langersweber,
Langersweber, Rapid Welsh, your Nan's Wet, Pappers, and Ginge. Ginge time set. But we're going to see...
Take a little screenshot of that one.
Yeah, we're going to see what I believe will be a very, very hectic Q3.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that at this racetrack Q1 went as smoothly as it did, because this is usually a racetrack that has a lot of impeding involved on laps.
Well, for Q3, Lando, you tell me who you want to watch, and you can do the breakdowns.
Oh, right on.
Your track, it's your track, and we're gonna let you go full analytic qualifying, unload all of your American Duke all over this American Duke track.
I say we just jump
Never
on
gonna
board
say
with
Duke
Morris
again.
real quick. This is Morris's home track
Go.
as well. As
He's the
he's
first
going to
one
be the
out.
first one out.
We'll see how he does on his first lap. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ride on board with him so that way I can see
You can
where
do
his
the-
inputs are.
Yeah, and you can do the Brundle on board this week.
I thought I did that almost every week.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah, we got
I know
a lot
they
of
do
guys
dedicated
coming
laps
out.
to a
We
driver.
got a lot of guys coming out for a run early on, which at this racetrack, if you do it right, you can get 3 runs in. Some people actually come out and they'll do out lap, a hot lap, but they'll actually box at the end of the hot lap just so they can get themselves back into the mind frame of being on this softer tire. But so many guys ran the soft in Q2, I think we're just going to see some hard push laps here early on. Looks like Morris has Kimmy directly behind him. Kimmy might be looking for a bit of a toe here. The toe is actually very powerful here. The toe can gain you about 3.5 tenths of a second down that long back and front straightaway. So
I am just going to say that at the end of the long straight where you turn left there, I take a lot more across the curb than Jordan does.
yeah, and I'll say this, the way that the designers built this racetrack, basically almost anywhere you sit on this racetrack, you can see about half of it, which is kind of nice, because if you're sitting over there by turn 4 where I was to watch the race, you can see the whole back straightaway, you can see that hairpin left, you can see parts of the stadium section. It's a really fun racetrack to go watch Formula 1 at, I can't lie. The only thing you can't see is turn 1 because of how far uphill it is. You can't see the cars, but Morris has just started his hot lap. He didn't use all the curbing on exit. He's keeping a very tidy line, though, with minimal steering input. We'll see how he does through the S's. Not using all the curbing here. He could be going a little faster, I think. Yeah, Kimmy purples the sector right behind him. He does use plenty of curbing, though, on the right-hand side, like I was talking about earlier. He's the first driver I've seen to do it. See how much he uses here. He stays well within track limits. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. If he wants to pick up pole here today or even be in the top 3, I think he's going to have to start using more of the racetrack. But he's up into 8th gear, now running over 195 mile an hour as he comes down to the braking zone just past the 100-meter board is where you want to hit the brake pedal most times. Uses plenty of the racetrack here with a short shift to 4th gear to really get the traction down as fast as possible. Coming through the very, very twisty section, which is the beginning of Sector 3. Now makes his way up through the Sky Bridge and around the tower complex. Beautiful that they added the tower in there now so you can actually see it in game. Going through the Haas corner. Uses plenty of curb there and carries lots of speed. Is he going to invalidate? That was very close. Takes a lot of that apex. It's going to be a 132.6, and we saw guys in Q2 already beating that time, but Kimmy couldn't do it.
Yeah, Jordan actually did a 32.1 in Q1, which put him top. Who next, my friend? Who do you wish to spectate?
Well, we've got a lot of drivers coming through.
Oh,
As Connor goes P1.
Peach has crashed last corner. He's out. I need to get on board with somebody who's going to have a look at that.
It's going to be Kitch. Kitch is going to have a look at it here in a second.
Where's he gone? What's happened here? Has he hit the pit lane? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I think he's hit the. Has he hit the pit lane?
Did he
I don't
hit
know.
the-
He's missing the front
He's
right.
missing the right front, so did he hit the pit lane and then glitch through it?
I don't know.
If Peach is watching the stream, tell me right now what happened.
I don't know if he's here. I am just going to hop on board with Daz.
Track after the crest end of Sector 1. People going straight off track not to get lap deleted doesn't seem fair. Describe it a little bit better to me, Nan, where you're talking about. Because at the end of Sector 1, let's see, at the end of Sector 1, you can use a lot more of the racetrack there than what you probably think. You can basically, like I was saying, at the end of Sector 1, that left-hander, you can put the car completely over the curbing and set up out very wide for the right-hander. You can put the car way over that curb to open up that uphill left to make that easier so you can carry more speed, you can get to the throttle sooner as well. So
I think he's talking on the right-hander. Literally, you see where the timing line is for Sector 1. I think he's on about that right-hand crest there.
I mean,
sort
you
of
can
sickle shape.
use a lot more curbing there than what some people think. I'm not going to lie. Some people think that, you can't use as much there. They really did a fair dinkum job at this racetrack as far as track limits goes, in my opinion. But I'm going to be on board with the McLaren of Jack. He's going to be the next car to come up and start his first hot lap.
Go for that one. I'm just going to quickly finish what Daz is going on, and then I'll move to Jack. One thing I will quickly say is obviously 31-3. Jesus Christ. I'll come back to that in a minute. Let's just see what Jack can do with Lando on board.
Yeah, Jack moves up to turn 1. He uses plenty of the racetrack before the apex. Really good job to keep the car away from that apex curbing of turn 1. It'll really unsettle the car. He comes in 7th gear. He actually doesn't downshift. He needs to be in 5th gear right here to get that extra rotation out of the car. I think Jack, wow, he's actually purpled Sector 1 according to the telemetry, but I don't see how. He uses all the racetrack there. Beautiful line up over the left-hand crest. See how he does here at the hairpin. Jumps that curbing right there. Just misses the Sausage's curb on the left. Up through 6th, now into 7th. DRS has now opened for the rear wing. And he's now in 8th gear doing excess of 195 miles an hour as he comes down to the heavy braking zone. Brake right at the 100-meter board. Downshift to 3rd gear. Let her roll out over the curbing. Takes a very good line through that left-handed hairpin. Let's see how he does through the twisty section of Sector 3. Takes a very wide line and turned in a little early, I think, there for that left-hander. He goes under the sky bridge now, heading around the tower complex. Has a very good line through there, but he does use all the curbing, okay, but he didn't get the turn in quite right. Let's see how he does here at the final corner. Short shifts into 3rd, runs over to the curbing, but I think he left a lot of time on the racetrack there in Sector 3.
Yeah, definitely. Daz has come in and cleared the issue regarding the crest issue, so that's glad to see that being cleared up by Daz. Good evening, Mr. Daz. Hope you're well. Good luck tonight, Chief. Just Daz, if you see a Ferrari behind you and it's Morris, just let him through, thanks.
Just get the bloody hell out of the way. You've had enough glory this year.
Yeah, grow up. Reigning champ, give somebody else a bloody turn.
Well, I'm looking at Kimmy now. Kimmy in the Alfa Romeo, he's on another set of
I'm going to go to the toilet once you do this lap.
Started his lap already. A little early, I might say, to be out already, unless he's going to do 2 push laps on this tire. Let's see how he does here. He's actually doing the same thing as Jack. He's not downshifting as much through Sector 1 as I think he should. But it says here that he's actually gone 2/10 faster in Sector 1, and he's purpled it as well. So let's see, he uses plenty of the racetrack on the exit, jumps the curb on the left, brings the car over the right-hand side of the racetrack to open up this, to open up the hairpin left, to move onto the back straightaway, all the way down in 3rd gear for that apex, moves up into 7th, opens the DRS, has just passed 190 mile an hour. I think he's actually running a little bit more downforce than some of the others. He's a little bit slower down the straightaway, but not by much. He purples Sector 2 according to the screen. He's 4.5 tenths up on his lap time. That must be some sort of graphic glitch that he's purpling it for himself. There's no way he's purpling sectors for the session. We'll see. He comes through the double apex right, which you can almost consider a triple apex right with how some of the drivers are manipulating the car around that corner. See how he does here in the final corner. He uses plenty of curbing, uses all the racetrack to get the power down early, and he goes second fastest, about 5/10 of a second behind, or no, excuse me, 6/10 of a second behind Daz. Let's see who we can pick up next. It's going to be Trey. Trey's down at the hairpin, coming onto the back straightaway. He's on a lap, according to my according to my graphic. Let's see how he does. Let's see what kind of speed he carries compared to Kimmy down the straightaway. Because Kimmy did seem a little slow. Yeah, he's already going faster than Kimmy at 197, 198 mile an hour now as he hits the brake pedal for about 100 meters of very heavy braking to get into this the tight, twisty section. As he's coming up by the soccer stadium, makes his way around the left, goes underneath the sky bridge, past the tower complex, which I must say is a beautiful spot to watch a session from as well. I spent some time there. Coming through the pass corner now, makes his way out of the penultimate corner. Little shaky, not going to lie. This is probably not going to be the best lap we could see from Trey. He opens the DRS, gets the run. It's going to be good enough for sixth.
Nice. I did just catch the back end of that. I was just opening my bedroom window.
Well, we got Max
Good to see
Wolves.
Tristan,
He's
by the
gonna be
way,
the next person to set a lap, I think, as he's coming through Sector 3 now. Let's see how he does. Now, this corner he's going through right here, this very tight left, is very strange. As you do the track walk after the race on Sunday, you walk through that corner, there's like 3 different cambers that corner sits on. So it's very, very tricky to get it right and place the car perfectly. He has a beautiful line through the penultimate corner using every bit of the legal racetrack he can. And again, out of the final corner, as he goes 5th fastest with a 132.2, looks like he's going for another push lap. He hasn't shut the battery off, and he is pushing into the Turn 1 apex. Let's see who else we can pick up. Rapid Jack is on an out lap. Let's see, who's going to be the next person? It's going to be Tristan. Nope, Tristan has... Oh, wow, a lot of these guys are going red. Let's see here. Is that Daz? Yeah, Daz is in the final sector. He's 300ths down on his time right now. Can he do any better? He's got 0.3 of a second to Rapid Morris right now. As Rapid Morris puts himself up into P2 with the Ferrari. Let's see what Daz does as he comes through the final corner. He was 300ths down coming into Sector 3. Can he do it? Yes, he does.
He's faster again!
He gained a whole 10th
The man
and a
just
half
knows
through
no
there.
bounds. Wow. Great stuff. Who else have we got? Kimmy.
Yeah, Kimmy looks like
Kimmy's
he might
gonna be
be the
next,
only
yeah.
one.
Kitch is invalidated, yeah. So, it's all down to Kimmy.
Yeah, can Kimmy
Where's
put
he at
himself
the
in front of
split?
Kitch? Well, I didn't get to see him at the split. I missed it, but he looks like he's moving pretty well. He's got 55% battery left in it. See how he does here through the final 2 corners, going through Haas corner now. Not really using all the racetrack that he can. I don't think he's going to be able to improve enough to beat Kitch. Let's see how he does here. DRS opens up as he comes across the line. No, he does not improve enough. What do we got?
He was actually a 1,000th of a second down on his PB.
Jack's on a lap. He is 900ths down on his lap time. Let's see how he does going through Sector 3. He can easily pull that back through this sector. Let's see how he does. He uses all the available racetrack in the McLaren. Let's see what this final corner looks like using all the available racetrack there as well. He sees himself into P6. What a lap by the McLaren.
Nice. What a lap. Great stuff. I tell you, it's good to see. I'm obviously we've got Tristan up there, Max, and Trey. Yeah, Pajala, if you check I think it's either Euro Div 2 or it might be Euro Div 1. I've got the screen recording of your donuts last week. And I expect to see them in the bloody trailer for next season. You delightfully lovely Australian human being. Quick rundown. We're going to have Daz and the United States legend himself, Jordan, on the front row. Good luck to both drivers there. Kitch and Kimmy line up on P2 in the Mercedes and the Alpha. Sister Mercedes of Connor will line up alongside Vorno in the McLaren in 5 and 6. On row 4, you're going to have Max Wolves in the Williams and Tristan in the Aston. Yeah, Daz, we have noticed a lot of bugs through qualifying bits on stream. His fellow compatriot of the South African of Trey will line up P9 with the other Alpine Mr. Peach P10. So we are just going to take a quick picture of the top 10.
And I am still wondering what happened to Mr. Peach because his car was just sitting in the middle of the front straightaway as you exit the final corner with no right front tire. So did he somehow lose it out of the penultimate corner and slide all the way down to the pit wall and smack the pit wall and then bounce back out in the front? I don't know. That's got to be a weird glitch. Like he tried to go into the pit lane and yank the right front suspension off of it. Somehow glitched through the pit wall.
So we know the grid, and we know that I think there's only Kitch and Daz on the medium compound tyre. Peach is P10, and obviously we've got Cheese down in P20. What kind of prediction do you want to run for tonight?
You pick, because I've sucked down the last two race weekends.
No, you've sucked guessing them. I want you to call it tonight. It's American week. It's only fair that the American guy calls it.
All right, well, since it's American week, you want the American guy to call it. I say we make it about the only American that's actually in the Div 1 grid. Can the American of Rapid Moors put himself on the podium at the end of this race? Will he have a podium finish? That is going into the Twitch stream now, and my bloody phone died, so I can't even put my points in there.
You can hear me typing it, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. And we're actually migrating hosts, so it looks like we are going to get a new
Yeah, we are going to be
session
doing
here.
a restart. Yeah, I'll say I noted it, and it's good to see that Daz and them have taken it. Yeah, Matt Morris in the chat saying front row. Guys, you're going to have 20 minutes. 20 minutes to get your channel points in. Anybody who's there, will Jordan continue his up climb through the finishing orders and get himself on the podium at his home Grand Prix? Prediction is live now.
Drop 1,000 Discord points in there, minimum for me.
Because I can't do it off my phone.
My phone died. Online anyway.
Yeah.
I can't pay out if I'm right though. That's the only problem.
Well, that's trash.
Yeah. So I'd need Pajalo if he's here to pay it out. I'm not sure. I'm hoping he can. If he's being ever so kind as he's not going to predict, I don't know. I have spent every channel point I have to say yes.
How many channel points is that? 50?
1,352.
Oh, aren't you cool?
Right, we are going to try and get into the next. We're just going to quickly jump over there. Are you in the lobby now?
No, I am going back to the
I'm going to quickly hop over.
screen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to join it
I've
now.
joined. If you join through Daz, it should bring you. It should pull you straight over.
I don't think I got Daz on my friends list.
Oh, wow.
What? Oh, yeah, I do. There he is. There's that twat. Oh, how did the Aussie race go? I missed that. I wasn't able to see it. I wasn't able to join in with the boys in the booth to drive the Aussies crazy with my American accent. So how did that go?
Oh, we're gonna have to try and get these a result. We might have to end the stream here. Oh, I can't end the stream with the prediction going. How was the? Oh, I can't remember where everyone was. Fudge. I should have a screenshot in my chat. Let me just quickly go and see if I can get a capture for this. There we go. Oh, we're back. Sorry guys, I was just bringing that in.
So as everybody
Guys,
loads
keep getting your
back
predictions
into
in for
lobby, everybody keep putting your predictions in.
Yeah, Daz is flying. He's got the results hooked.
Can Rapid Jordan Morris put that Ferrari on the podium by the end of the race? He's starting from P2 and he's on the soft tires. Can he take advantage of that tire early and jump Daz right off the start, put himself at a good place to drive away from him from the first apex? Don't forget about Kimmy and Kitch. Kimmy and Kitch, what were they? P3
Yep.
and 4.
They were indeed.
Yeah, so it's going to be one heck of a race with the biggest shooters we got basically at the front of the grid.
There is a 61% of you guys are saying yes. 3 guys. It's 3 and 3, but the guys who are doubting him haven't gambled enough. It's a 3 and 3 split between yes and no, though, in terms of people. Oh, Pat, I am very, very sorry.
Disgust me.
That turns me on the Ryan discuss people, so you've really made a Ryan excited over here. Hiya.
I hate you.
Good, that's what I was aiming for.
Oh my god.
V2 Oasis is slow
why
going
are we
full Ian Beale.
always waiting on Rapid Jack to either ready up in PUBG or to get in his bloody car?
In your car!
Daz has put in the Div 1 stream that he is going for the full whitewash. Pole, win, fastest lap.
I think we'll get fastest lap. Somebody's gonna box late with damage or something like that off strategy.
Probably. Faf, what I'm saying is that some people clearly haven't gambled enough, considering it's 3v3 and 5.4 to 3.4k. So I expect more, Faf.
Yeah, y'all need to quit being such wimps with your channel points. Just go all in.
V2 Oasis is slow as put. I'm only hating on Morris. You guys are all hating on the other drivers. Seems like you're the bigger haters here. Shut up.
Suck my hoop.
Yeah, suck my hoop. Hey, don't nick my fucking catchphrase, bitch.
Sorry, Dad. Okay, for real, Jack, get in your car. What are you doing? You off having a wank?
Fast going dollar bills, y'all. Shot another 12 on there.
I'm glad I had my mic muted. That hurt.
Ah, now I know why Vorno was running late. He's in the stream. Good evening, Mr. Vorno.
Quit wanking off to the sound of my voice and get in your car.
Vorno, can you pay out the prediction since I chose to vote on it, since we're going full American and supporting Jordan? Thanks. I'm not gonna lie, there is 13,000 channel points on yes. This is just content we can all get behind.
I just pray that we don't have another late safety car and the leader goes into his pause menu and causes his car to do something really stupid.
Yeah, please don't try and get that. Obviously, guys, in the stream, if you do turn out to be ghosted, you have 2 laps around the track to get the ghosting cleared. If it doesn't clear up, you must retire in the... Oh, no! But I was not missing out on... But he has just put 12k points on Jordan to get a podium. Wow!
Could I not pay it out since I'm logged into it?
You're not you're not mod unless we can... Can we get Lando as mod? Potentially. You've also voted, so you still wouldn't be able to.
I didn't vote. My phone's dead.
Oh, well, if we can get Lando as mod, then yes, we should be able to pay it out.
I have to wait for a little while because my phone's a little jacked. The power button fell out of it, so I'll have to go plug it in, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then use a knife to turn this fucker around.
Tell you what, while the formation lap and everything's going, I will go grab my phone charger and bring it in here real quick. BRB.
No. Hello? Oh, Jesus. My controller batteries did die. I'm running on very low controller batteries, so hopefully they can rectify. Lando, are you there? I don't know if I've just heard him disappear somewhere.
Right, I'm back. Why am I staring in an
There you
empty pit lane just saying waiting for players?
So these guys are going to be adjusting strategies and getting their setups on.
Right.
I am running. My controller batteries decided to die right at the start of the race, and all my batteries are on charge. So I've managed to put another setting that are about 50% battery. I have got some on charge in the background just in case. There may be a quick little dip.
Right on. Well, I just grabbed my phone, my charger, and a knife so that I can turn the phone on.
Well, Volo can't make you mod, but we need somebody to be able to do so.
Well, that is trash.
But once you become mod, you'll still be able to view the last prediction. You may have to do it on a PC or laptop.
That's fine. I can go get it from my wife.
Yeah, we should get that. What we'll do is we'll try and get that hooked up.
Since she stole mine.
Wow!
Went out and bought a $300 laptop. And she was like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be great for my college where it literally opens more than 2 windows." And her laptop's like, "Fucking kill me, please." So what she did? Ran here and took my gaming laptop. Appreciate it, wife. That's what wives are for.
Guys, you've got 9 minutes to predict. 87% say yes. 87% are with Jordan, and we've got 25,000 points on the way.
Somebody needs to drop 15,000 channel points on no.
Yeah, to break that, to give it a huge amount of odds.
Yeah, to give it some better odds. Because right now,
Yeah.
I'll tell you
paid
what.
evens.
I'll tell you what.
7.
The guys that voted no, if Jordan crashes out of this race or something, they're fixing to get a big payout.
Audio from one commentator is lagging hard. Which commentator is it, my friend?
Yeah, which one, me or the other twat?
I mean, I'm literally listening to it. It doesn't sound bad from my point of view.
Yeah, but in the stream it might be doing it. It's a common occurrence. Everything sounds fine in the party, but in the stream it's not working properly, which is just a Twitch thing.
Not bottom. Wow! You take the mick out my eyes?
Hey, let's go. I put the knife in there and click the button to turn my phone on. First try. Sweet.
What phone is it?
It's a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G, but like I pulled it out of my pocket like 2 weeks ago, and the power button was just gone. I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh,
so,
nice.
so I took it to a store because it's only a year old. I took it to a store, and they were like, "Did you drop it?" I was like, "No, I pulled it out of my pocket." And the damn thing came out, and they're like, "We can't even fix it because that's manufactured in. You have to get a hold of Samsung and get a whole new phone." I was like,
Oh, mate, you're getting slated in the chat here, man.
"What? I am?"
Fafa said you sound like a fuzzy old radio, and then Cheeseman has said Norris has always sounded like a camp Dalek.
She said I always sounded like a what?
Camp Dalek. If you're
Oh,
not familiar with Doctor Who,
Well, it's good. Nobody cares for a backrunner's opinion.
Yeah, what's life like in P20?
Hold on, let me do this. Okay. All right, I just unplugged my headset. Y'all tell me if it sounds better now, because it was almost dead, so I had to plug it in for a little while. Let me know in the
Sound
chat
just
if
the
it
way
sounds
you are,
better
mate.
now.
You sound fine anyway. Sound fine to me.
Yeah, but listen to me in the stream. What do I sound like in the stream? Because I
Sound
might.
awesome because it's American week, so who cares?
Oh, well, they can all just piss off then, haters.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Did it? Yeah, okay, cool.
A lot of these are saying I don't think it was mic quality. They might just be slamming your American accent.
They can all just get the fuck over it. I got
They'll
the
just-
accent of freedom, okay?
Yeah, how about you just
my
suck
nuts.
hoop? Suck some raw American hoop. So, formation lap, obviously there's a big chunk of soft runners, but all of the free tyre choice, except Cheese and P20, have gone mediums. No hard runners in today's Grand Prix so far. But look at everybody trying to get those tyres warm. There's weaving all over that straight at the back.
Yeah, let's see here. So Daz and Kitch, they are the only two inside the top 10 that are starting on the medium tire.
Yeah.
Morris needs to get the start of his life right here so that way he can get in front of Daz at the first turn and just try to build a gap to him and,
So despite-
and give him as much chance to win the night as possible. He's going to be right here,
Despite
right off the
Daz
start.
being on the medium, the two stop strategy came up on screen and said to go soft medium. You can literally see him on the mediums. But soft medium is the way Daz needs to go in this Grand Prix apparently. Thank you, Cody's, for a brilliant game.
It's actually showing me that now as well for Rapid Morris. It's saying that he needs to go soft, hard.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what you do, yeah. I'd go soft, medium, soft if it were me. I'd get that medium stint out the way.
Yeah,
Go
I would.
long
I
and
would
then-
as well. I would
Yeah.
take the mediums in the middle stint.
So there is a couple. Yep, those cars have just come out of Ghost. That's good to see. I'll lead us through, and obviously, as usual, we'll have the helicopter of Orlando lingering over the back to make sure everyone's got through this this tight, coming over the top of yourself hairpin. Here we go though. 5 lights on the screen, and we are away in the Circuit of the Americas. Daz has got away very, very well. Here comes Jordan. He's took a very defensive inside line. Hopefully he's not going to get swamped. Nope, he's got through there clean. He runs a little bit wide. That's going to allow Kimi in. Vorno, it has spun. Vorno is hurtling to the back of the grid. But yeah, Kimi has cleared Rapid Morris. Kitch has been engulfed as well. Max has gone up there as well. So now it looks like Daz has got the work to do. Keep himself in front and get himself that gap. How's everything looking at the back, my friend?
It doesn't look bad. Not a whole lot of movement from many of the guys. Obviously, we got Jack running in the far back now. I couldn't see exactly what happened to him, but there were 2 or 3 cars that were out over there having an issue trying to follow each other through that corner as they were battling for that apex. Just looking back a little further, we got Mr. Peach lining up Kitch, but he's decided to fall back in behind him again.
Yeah. Drago's missing an end plate, so I wonder whether he's tangled with somebody. He was P15, 16, I think.
Yeah, we've actually got a little bit of a glitch going on here, I think, because I keep getting yellow flags in Sector 1 for no reason.
Yeah, it's a bit of a glitch there in that sector. Yeah, it's moving along the track.
Oh, what is this? Drago. What's happened to Drago? Oh, Drago's missing the left end fence on the front wing.
Yeah, I said that. That's from the lap 1 incident. That's from the first corner incident.
Okay.
So I wonder if he's just got tangled up. Yeah, it's still highlighting that yellow there. But now Vorno on the way of climbing back towards these guys. He hasn't dropped too far behind. Lubo has gone. Yeah, Lubo's ghosted. Obviously, I think it's just because he's left the session. So if he comes back in, let's just see if that ghosting does clear.
I gotta say, I'm riding on board with Morris right now. Morris needs to be very careful. He keeps really playing with the boundaries here of this racetrack as he's following right behind Kimi. He needs to be careful and not take a penalty here early on. Taking a penalty within the first 5 laps of this race is really going to compound your effort to try and stay on the podium here, especially with the likes of Max and Kitch right behind you. And Kitch is on that harder compound. He's going to go way further into this race than anybody in front of him except
But here comes
maybe
Kimi on the
Daz.
inside of Daz. Kimi on the inside of Daz. Move made. Is that move made? They're going to
Yeah,
go
it's
on
move
again.
made.
Yeah,
Daz
he's
is gonna
healed
back
it. Yeah.
out of it.
Kimi P1. We have a new leader.
Now, see if does Morris dive him going into the left? It can be done, and he doesn't. He decides to stick right behind him. Morris actually looks like he's struggling for a little bit of grip out of that heavy traction zone. That's going to keep messing me up all night, seeing that yellows in sector 1 and 2. That needs to hurry up and go away.
It's not going to clear. That's going to be the race long, I think.
Yeah, now we've got it in sector 3 as well.
I'm stuck. I've got the. I keep getting the predicted 2-stop strategy up on the screen as well, which is bugging me checking the battery level as well. So the game's continuing to bug out. Yeah, it's. You'll see it on stream just bugging out a bit.
Ginge is going into the pit lane already. He's getting a front wing change.
Ginge, it's Ginge.
I'm saying.
Daz left the door open. Jordan up the inside. Oh my
god.
god.
Oh, where's Jordan?
Jordan's ghosted. He's ghosted. I think the lobby's bugging out again. I think the lobby's bugged out. It's put him last. It's time.
Oh, now he's back. Now he's back.
Oh my god, what's going on? The lobby's bugged again.
And now Daz is over a second behind Kimmy. Daz is not going to get DRS as they go down this straightaway, but Rapid Morris will. There it goes. He opens up the rear flap.
DRS. I wouldn't use the battery here. Varno with the port. Varno with the penalty. Death, taxes, and Varno penalties are the 3 things guaranteed in this lifetime. Come on, Jordan. Get yourself up there. Keep pushing. Daz knows he can just sit there. He can just be pulled along by these front runners as he is going along.
Yeah, and I will say that I do believe over the race pace, I think that Kimmy is not going to be as fast as Rapid Morris.
This is Morris's stomping grounds. This is a track that he likes. So we might see Rapid. Yeah, he's already gained 0.4 of a second on him just through sector 2 and 3. He's going to be here to try and make that move going down the back straightaway again. Probably going to be a carbon copy of the same move he pulled on Daz, but Daz is actually losing quite a bit of time.
Has Lubo snapped out with that ghost?
Lubo is ghosted on my screen.
Is he still
and
ghosted
so is
now?
Rapid Welsh.
He's back. Yeah, Lubo's ghosted.
Lubo is ghosted.
He's going to have to retire.
He's going to have to retire that car.
He has to retire alongside the new rules of the guideline. Who is anybody else ghosted on screen?
Not that I've noticed. Oh, well, Rapid Morris is now ghosted again, and he's behind Max Wolves and Rapid Daz. What happened here?
Yeah, the game's bugging out. Oh.
Yeah, this is not good. Is it just me or is Daz? No, Daz isn't.
No, there's major glitches going on in this game.
Oh, and now Rapid Morris is back. Now he's back. Everything's fine.
Yeah, but we did some. Yeah, I think Max has overtaken him with the ghosting.
Yeah, and Lubo still hasn't retired yet. And now he's left the session.
Who's that leaving the session? Lubo.
Yeah, Lubo has now left the session. So let's see
if he leaves the session,
join again.
Yeah, he's gonna have to retire it. I'm sorry, he's gonna have to.
Well, if he rejoins the session and it fixes it,
he's already done that once. I don't think it's gonna fix.
Okay. Yeah, then he needs to come back into the session. He needs to tell that car to retire. Just double checking. I don't see anybody else having that issue, but Morris is all over the back of Max Wolves. He wants Max Wolves in the back pocket now. And he's deploying the batteries right there underneath the gearbox. Here he comes.
Here he
Driver's
goes.
left. Making the run up to the apex. Looks like it's going to be moved done before they even really get all the way through the braking zone. This now releases Morris to go after Daz again. But I still wonder, what did we miss? What happened? Why did Morris lose the position of Daz when he was a second ahead of him going into that turn 1 apex?
I think it's the glitching of the game. But yeah, he's ghosted again.
There's gone Morris again.
He's putting him last again.
We know it's weird. That happened right as Lubo joined.
This is AIDS. This is shocking.
That happened right as Lubo joined the session. Let's see if Morris unghosts again.
See, he's racing. We can see that he is clearly racing the car.
Yeah, you can clearly see that he's trying to catch up to Daz and the guys in front. He has no idea, more than likely, that he has this issue right now. Gets in the back of Kimmy and shoves Kimmy off. Morris takes the advantage. It goes through down the inside.
Has Daz got any damage? No damage there. Now
The
this is
back of
now
that
this
car
is
pretty square, so he might have some
Now-
front wing damage. We just can't see it.
the game's absolutely knackered.
Yeah, the game
Yeah,
has. Have they released a
it's
patch
heavily-
lately? Like in the
I
past
don't know,
couple
but
days?
it's not clearing for Morris, and I don't want to tell him to retire. But according to the rules, according to the car's guidelines, we know he's racing. That's the thing, but it's ghosting him. And according to the rules, he's got till the end of this lap, or he'll have to retire the car.
Yeah, and everybody's just diving him like he's not there. Kitch just took
Yeah.
advantage of that and just drove right through him. Oh, and he's lost
He's
it. He's dropped it. Oh,
he's
he's
out.
out.
He's out. Yeah, he's out anyway. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
This game's a fucking piss take.
Absolutely
Nah, I'm
unfair.
sick of this now.
Absolutely unfair to that driver. He deserved to run at the front of this race all day long.
Yeah, the guy had the pace.
Yeah, and he didn't put a foot
it's
wrong.
fucking bullshit, man.
It is fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
I completely agree. Because he
Yeah.
loaded in, there was nothing wrong the whole first lap. And then lap 2, we start having issues with drivers. And Lubo's
Yeah,
car is
this
still
is-
running around out there.
Yeah, he's
Ghosted.
rejoined, hasn't he?
I
Nah,
believe
he
he's
rejoined as well.
I believe he's driving it because I know for
Lubo-
sure that there would not be
he's had his
overtake
laps.
by the AI.
I'm sorry, Lubo, if you are in this stream, you will receive a race ban next week. You will not race now. You have been told in the chat, you have seen the rules, you've been told about the rules are in place, it's a race ban next week. He's left the session again. It's a race ban. 3 times he's joined now. It's, yeah. Connor's out. Yeah, oh my, he's been in one hell of a place.
Yeah, I just gotta say that we've got Morris in the chat now. That was crap, bro. On our screen, you were fine, and then on lap 2, for some
Yeah.
reason, your car started like lagging in and out.
This
It was
is-
scoring
yeah.
you P20. You were invisible for half the time, and then it would come back, and it was doing it lap
Yeah.
by lap. It would go in and then come back, and then I saw a couple drivers take advantage and drive right through you. I don't know if one of them, if you became unghosted and somebody punted you, but yeah,
The thing
this
is
not
it's
going well.
still classified Morris as a driver. It hasn't, mate. Go on, look at the stream. Look at the stream. He's driving around with a wheel missing.
Oh my God! What the is going on here? I'm recording this.
This is the state of the game we're having to race. This is pathetic.
This is actually pathetic for Codemasters to have been putting out F1 games this long, and for this game itself of Formula 1 2021 to be out as long as it has been. It really is
car's
trash.
literally
that they're
driving
having
around
this
with
many
no wheel.
problems.
It's glitched him in and out every lap. It's done it. But the only one I'm definitely going to say that's not been an issue is Lubo. He's been in and out 3 times now. He's compiled 7 laps of trying to fix this issue. He was told 2 laps. We let him join and rejoin to see if it would fix.
Yeah, now his car's not ghosted anymore. Now his car isn't ghosted anymore. It's running around perfectly.
Yeah, on mine's still ghosted.
It's not ghosted for me. It's running around perfectly, no problems, no issues.
It's coming back and going off.
Oh my lord. Well, back at the front, we got Daz. Got really a train of cars here, all the way down to P8. Everybody within about a second of each other. Some of them are even closer than that, about half a second. But Daz
Yeah,
now
I'm
taking
looking at
advantage of Morris not being able to complete this race due to the issue he has had. Yeah, no, Jordan, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. Codemasters,
Yeah,
get your
it's-
head out of your ass and fix this game.
Yeah, Jordan,
is
we are behind you
unacceptable.
100%, and we're going to be raising this. Oh, Jordan, no, don't, no, man. Ah. Let's have a look at Trey. Well, he was... Mate, the time and screens, it just said Trey was in front of Langers V, but I've come to spectate him and he's behind him. The fuck is going on? Mate, we don't even have accurate timings because the fucking... it's so bugged. We just have to commentate on what we see. We're gonna have to ignore timing screens at this rate. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so far the only thing we can trust on the timing screen is Rapid Connor crashed out. Because I'm still looking at Morris's Ferrari driving around with no left front tire, and it's literally got a tether attached to it that's going to the infield.
Yeah, because
Do you see the tether?
Up the tire. Yeah, it's like literally just like flies straight through the pit wall. It's a huge win for people who bet no, but it's a bullshit win. This is fucking AIDS. It's ridiculous. It's not fair.
Yeah,
This race lobby is absolutely trash.
Yeah, now you got Daz. He's pulled a second on Kimmy, so Kimmy's going to be under threat from Max Wolves and the Williams right behind him. I'm going to trust the timing screen here because it does look close to 7/10 of a second.
Yeah.
But now 8/10 of a second. I don't think Wolves is going to be close enough, but it looks like Kitch might be giving Wolves a run for his money.
Ginge is the wrong way around. Ginge is the wrong way around. Sector 1. Yep. Yep. Morris still going with a wheel missing. Kitch has made it past Wolves apparently.
Yeah, Kitch just passed Wolves going into that hard braking zone off the back straightaway. A good clean move. Wolves knew it was done, and he backed out of the throttle and allowed Kitch through.
So things are what I can only describe as an absolute bloody disaster for this race lobby. Really, really, really not going well.
There goes our first pitter.
Yeah, here come all the soft runners. All the soft runners are coming in. Is Tristan coming in? No, Tristan's staying out. He's doing another one. So this is going to release Kitch to see if he's got the pace on Daz.
There goes Kimmy. He's put on a set of mediums, so it looks like Kimmy might be going.
Ginger's out. Sector 3.
Where's that car at?
Just before the double right-hander where the Skybridge is.
Everything on my driver tracker's moving there. There's nothing stopped.
Oh, there he is. I see him now. Okay.
Yeah, Langer's Viva picks up a time penalty. Jack and Pappas also have collected penalties for this Grand Prix. So who's close? Cheese has come up from last. He's currently P7. Picked off most of the medium runners. He's got a lot of the
medium runners behind him have stopped. So.
Yep. Three of them. Only 3.
Kitch looks to just be matching Daz here for pace. Might be a little bit slower. He's lost about 2/10 this lap, but Kimmy already on the back of Chewbacca. Chewbacca with a little bit of a lockup, giving Kimmy a look. Hard racing here as they go into the double left. Kimmy's going to trust him to stay over there and give him the room. That's good racing, good respect by both drivers to leave that amount of space to get through that corner. Because I'll tell you, it is very hard to go through there too wide like that at speed.
Especially if one of you loses that grip and drifts outwards and pushes the other car, especially if you're on the inside line.
Yeah, which is very easy to do. If you put just a little too much throttle into it, the left rear tire begins to spin.
In the box. Just 10 laps on the mediums. He's had enough of those. Is that going to be medium hard? One stop for Pappas.
Oh, I'll tell you. Let me go down there and look. I'll let you know.
I would believe so.
It's going to be softs. They're bolting a set of softs on.
2 stop. So he's going to do it. He's going to have to do what? I'd say at least 10 again.
Yeah, if he really wants to play this right, he needs to do about... at least 9. Break it up in half and see how that plays out for him. Wouldn't surprise me though to see the front 2 go hards and not stop for a second time. Kitch has actually reeled in Daz just a little bit, about 0.3 of a second on this lap.
Yeah, it's opened up again though. Now back to 2 point. It's in around 2 seconds now. Yeah, 2.1 again. So through the first sector and a half, it seems to be Kitch, but in this last sector, Daz is untouchable. The gap going back up to 2.3. Daz really been able to carry a lot more speed here. Oh, we got close. I mean, everybody on track's out with DRS near enough. Yeah, everyone on track's out with DRS except Kimi now. So we're going to ride above with Kimi for a bit as he is closing in on this this McLaren of Jaffmaster.
Aston Martin and the Alpine of Tristan and Trey have just stopped. They both boxed for the medium compound tire.
So Kimi's 18 seconds away from Daz. That would put him in the lead.
But at this point, the leaders are so far out front, I feel like they could take these tires about one more lap or even stop this lap if they wanted and make a jump on that hard compound and make it the rest of the way. Whereas Kimi, I think, will have to stop again.
Yeah, Kimi getting in front of Jaffmaster. Is he going to get the DRS? I don't think so.
No, Jaff should get it. Jaff's going to get it.
Yeah, I think he moved out the way. I don't know whether it was intentional, but it's allowed Kimi through anyway.
Yeah, he saw Kimi flying up on him. I think he just decided he's not racing Kimi today. He needs to focus on his own battle.
Smart driving from the driver there.
It won't be long before Kimi's on the back of Cheese as well. Kimi's really yanking in Cheese rather quickly.
Yeah, Fafasin, yeah. I mean, Daz has said that he will still push the one-stop here. He's going to go medium-soft. So Daz is going to have to do another 6 laps, maybe 6 laps minimum on those mediums.
Yeah, you really don't want to run the you don't want to run the soft compound tire here for more than 9 laps. So I would say
we've seen a couple do 10. Cheese has done 12. Cheese on his 12th lap on these. He's still going. I mean, I don't think he's going to have the life in them now because, I mean, yeah, literally look at Kimi now. He's all over the back of him.
Yeah, and Kimi's pulled another second on the leaders. So as they come out of the pit box, they're going to be about 5 to 6 seconds behind Kimi, I think. I think the pit delta here is about 26 seconds, so...
Wow. Obviously, they are going to have the benefit of the fresh rubber. However, on the medium, though, Kimi's tyres are only a couple of laps old. I think if he can clear Cheese here, he should be good. He's got a couple of seconds to close down on Yanan's wet. So we will see how he gets on moving through that stint.
Yeah, Cheese goes defensive and moves drivers left, but it's not going to be enough. Kimi's going to drive right through before they even make it to the 100-meter board. Yeah,
that extra boost of DRS obviously benefiting him, plus the fresh rubber. Cheese 12 laps on the soft. It's a hell of a stint, man. So that, I mean, I can't see. I think Cheese is on the one stop as well. I think he's done enough on the soft. I think he can take the mediums the rest of the way now.
And Daz and Kitch both continue on. Neither of them electing to pit. Let's see what Langesweiber does. Nope, stays out as well. So
I think he's going to try and keep up with it. Yeah, I think these front 4 are going to try and keep. I think Jananswet and Langersweber have got the track position now to run off however these front 2 can do and try and keep up with that.
Yeah, but Jananswet's going to have to move out of the way for Kimi because Kimi's going to be there by the time they make it to the DRS straight.
Yep, we're going to be seeing a little switcheroo from the Alpha boys. There's a yellow flag here. Trey. It's Trey. Trey is off.
Lost it at the fast right-hander.
Is there any damage on the Alpine?
Doesn't look like it. Yeah.
Just slid off backwards onto the area, yeah.
It's easy to do. If you turn in just a little too early, you'll catch that curb. And it just sends the back end of the car out. And if you turn in too late, the car actually loses rear-end grip, mechanical grip, going around that corner. Here comes
Kimi. He's going to be on Jananswet. Is Jananswet going to attack or is he going to defend? Is he going to... What's going to happen here? Yeah, Jananswet holds that straight line, just allowing Kimi to take the inside. Not fighting it too much. Yep, he's not going to go back. Good driving from both of the Romeo boys.
Now let's check on Daz. See if Daz goes into the pit lane. He comes out of the penultimate corner. He does not make that hard left-hand turn.
Continues on
what
again.
about
Yeah,
Kitch?
it's a solid one-stop. It's a one-stop from these boys. Langersweiber coming around the corner next. In the sister Red Bull, looking to bank some good points. Yep, he continues on as well.
Yeah, now Kitch does not have the speed to keep up with Daz on the same tire as it appears today, so Kitch needs to try to do something different than Daz. He needs to box on a different lap than Daz does to try to get some sort of an advantage.
He's going to have to go earlier. Because if he goes longer, Daz will just chew that gap up with the fresh softs. Daz's pace here this tonight has been incredible.
If anything, he can't even really box now for the hard tire because he's allowed Kimmy, Hernan, Max, and he basically fall down to P7, possibly P8.
I think for Kitch has picked up a penalty as well. I think for him, P2 is probably going to be the best we're going to see from Kitch. That's probably going to be what we'll see. I think Daz is just dominating this race tonight, so I think he's going to be the one who takes it away. Unless, obviously, I mean, we did see him make a mistake in Spa, so we may see a mistake coming in. It's very rare we see a Daz mistake, but then again, it may happen. Max is now having a look at Yanan's where he's got the DRS. Good chunk of battery as well. Is Lubo still ghosted? Yep. And Morris obviously still... Yep, Morris is still driving with one wheel. Okay, brilliant. This is the state of the game we're racing, guys. We have a tyre missing. Yep. Yep, there you go. So we'll ride on board. Max is all over the back of your Nan's wet now on the freshest set of medium compound tyres.
And there goes Kitch. Kitch has done it. He's gone in.
He has. Here comes
snaps the softs. That's going to be
Max having to go round the outside. He's going to have the inside in turn 2 though. He's got it done. Max into P4. Now looking to see if he's got the pace on the Alfa Romeo in front of him. Obviously these tyres are the same age, so this is going to be down to who's got the pace. Substantial battery benefit for Max Wolves. So now it's a Red Bull run too.
Okay, so Daz was 3.5 seconds in front of Kitch when Kitch pitted. Kitch is now 22.5 seconds behind him. That puts the pit delta at about 18, 19 seconds.
Right.
So if Kitch can get within that window, that might really, really hurt. And also Kimmy, I think Kimmy can go to the end here.
Yeah,
and
I think those guys have done enough.
Yeah, I think Kimmy will wind up about 4 seconds in front of Daz, but Daz will chew that up pretty rapidly. Let's see if Daz goes into the pit lane this time. Yep, he does. Daz is coming in now.
Here he goes. I think he's just covering off Kitch. I think he's just trying to cover off that potential. I think the gap he had was too substantial for the undercut to come up. But obviously he's just going to protect it. I think he's done enough anyway. The soft should do the remaining 11 laps or so. Well, 10 laps, but pretty much near enough, 10, 11. So that's all Langer's Viva to go ahead, but I think he will yield for his teammate if he catches. But Kimmy's going to get ahead of Daz. Yep.
Not by much.
No,
Not by much.
But he's going to have Max Wolves behind him. He's already out with DRS though.
This is showing me that Daz is literally on the back of Kimmy. Daz is literally underneath Kimmy's gearbox.
He is.
So Daz will get Kimmy this time by. That'll put Daz back into the lead. Kitch didn't make up really anything by trying to pit early.
Oh, careful, Daz. Nearly runs into the back of him. That was careful. Good driving from both guys, though. Here we go. Yeah, Kimmy's not even using his ERS. He's not fighting that one. He knows he's not in the race with him. His race is with Max Wolves here.
I would say it's late enough here that that Kimmy could try, or he should have tried to hold that position and force Daz to take a really, really hard overtake, possibly force Daz into an error. So I would think that Kimmy maybe should have pushed that one a little bit harder than what he did.
Your Nan's Wet is actually in the thick of it now. There's a 4-car battle going on for 8th place between Rapid Cheese, your Nan's Wet, Chewbacca, and Rapid Pappers. And there goes Kitch. Kitch now setting a new fastest lap time and moving himself up to 3rd place. But he's 4.2 seconds behind the leader. So Dad's really just starting to streak away from him now. As he's got that fresh rubber underneath his car. He's wanting to go somewhere. We'll follow along with Kitch here as he's coming up to the back of Raikkonen. Can he get there? I don't think he's going to be close enough to get DRS this time, but he'll surely get it next time. And this is really going to benefit Max Wolves because Max is going to get DRS off of Kitch, which is going to pull Max even closer to Kimmy now because there's a 4-dog fight up here. We've got 2 dogs fighting each other and then 2 other dogs fighting each other. We've got Daz and Kitch on the same strategy fighting each other, but they're pretty spaced out. Now 5 seconds between them, whereas Kimmy and Max only have about 1.5 seconds between the 2 of them, and they're on the same strategy fighting for the podium.
Yeah, and from the when they were about 3 or 4 laps in, it looked like Max just had the pace over Kimmy. But obviously Kimmy being one of the most consistent drivers we've got in the league, you very rarely see him pick up penalties. You very rarely see him have incidents. You very rarely see him spin. It's not going to be easy for Max if he has the pace to clear the Alpha. He's very good with his battery as well.
Well, Kitch also has,
strong
what, 3
defensive
seconds?
guy.
Oh, Kitch with a late move on Kimmy.
Oh,
Kimmy left
Move
that door
done, though.
wide open.
yep, he's overshot the braking zone and it's allowed Kitch through.
Yeah, now look at this. Max Wolves is now right on the back of Kimmy. Max could get Kimmy this lap as well.
Yeah, we may see another person for the interview booth, Mr. Max Wolves. But then again, we still have 9 laps of racing to go. Let's see, substantial battery for Max as well. He's got 50-odd%. I mean, I know Kimmy's in the 40s, but 50%.
Look at
is
how
a big
much
chunk.
later the Williams brakes compared to the Alfa Romeo. Just in
Yeah,
that
he's
one
got
corner alone.
Kimmy's got good traction out of there, though. That Alpha really digs in. Gets good traction out of there.
Kit's really weaving around hard up in front of the Alfa Romeo down the straightaway.
Yeah. Definitely a heated battle. Langersveen was cleared Tristan for P5, so that's good for him. He has made his move, obviously. He has made his stop onto the soft compound. Peach also on fresh soft and Welsh. I believe that's the 2-stop strategy sets completed. Pappers may have to... I think Pappers is going to have to box again, and Chewbacca.
Kimmy's in. Kimmy's
Who's
coming
that?
in.
Kimmy's not feeling the mediums. He's going to go softs.
Oh, this is just
He's
opening
gonna
it up for Max. Max just needs to hold on to these tires now, and he's basically
he
got
just has to
P3
settle.
secured.
He's going to have Langersweber pushing him though. Langersweber's not going to make it easy on the soft compound though.
Look at how
Yeah,
close
the gap-
Max is to Kitch, though. He's actually caught up to Kitch through Sector 2 and 3.
Yeah, and also that gap is coming down. Langersweber just trying to reel him in. But then again, he can just prolong those softs. He's going to have the natural pace. But then again, I think this could be a dogfight for P2. I don't think it's so golden that we're going to be looking at a P3 battle here. If Kitch's pace isn't so strong.
Oh, and Kimmy's taking the time penalty now.
Oh, there's a lot. Pappers, Welsh, and Kimmy all taking penalties all together there. Let's have a look at the penalty system. Once I use the right menu there. 3 for Kitch, 3 for Langersweber, 3 for Trista, 3 for Kimmy, 12 for Pappers, 3 for Peach, 21 for Vorno, 6 for Welsh, 3 for Drago.
Glad we didn't do the Will Rapid Jack getting no time penalties this time around.
Yeah, whoever said that one, he's just going to get 6. What an idiot.
Yeah.
Chewbacca up past Pappers. Let's get the tyre diff screen back up, sorry. So who's actually ran the 2-stop? Kimmy.
Here
Oh
comes
my
Max.
god.
Max is coming now.
He's coming to cut. I think he's going to cover. I think it's going to be Langers. This is Langersweber's now, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's going to be a Red Bull 1-3 because this Red Bull definitely does not have to stop again. He's on the freshest tires out of anybody in the top 5.
Yeah, and is Max? Oh my God, there's a lot of lagging in the pit stop. He's
going to lose out to Kimi and Hernandez. What? So both Alfa Romeos are through on the Williams car.
How much pace has Max got? He's got near enough a full battery as well, man. But then
Yeah.
Kimi's got 50%. Thing is Tristan on those mediums going to hold those guys up?
Yeah, this is the racetrack where you have to be very careful with your remaining battery charge because it is so hard to bring back that battery charge once it's expended. Basically, once you're below 40%, the only way you're getting back above that is if you stop in the pit lane. It's the only time it's going to recharge enough for you to have another big push.
Kimi's charging, but I think he might be doing a lot of lifting before the break, maybe just a little bit now and then. As he has gone from about 20, he was on 15 at one point, he's now up to, he was at 56. Kimi finding a way, but look at, I mean, Max is already close from 2 seconds down to 6/10 on Yanan's wet.
Yeah, the Williams is so good under braking today. Really unbelievable how good that car is.
Good. I think he's done it knowing that Langer's Viva is was closing in. I wonder whether he wants to have a go at him on fresher tyres. But let's see. I'm going to ride on board with Max for now. He is the closest battle on track, so he's going to try and clear Yanan's way and then run for Kimi.
Yeah, I think Kimi has kept himself just inside the RS range for... Oh, no, the Alfa Romeo didn't get it.
Here he goes.
So here he comes. He's going to go past the Alfa Romeo, and then he's going to have all of Sector 1 and the beginning of Sector 2 to stay within Kimi's DRS as well.
He's just out of it at the moment, 1.1. But that is going to start probably coming down. Max has got good pace.
It's going to be all about these two corners right here who can get in and out the best to try and get that DRS. Max couldn't do it. He's at 1.05, 1.03.
Oh, he's a thousandth out. I think he's a thousandth out.
Yeah,
mine was 1.001.
Yeah, mine as well is what it showed.
Yeah, it's a thousandth out.
Yeah, and he's not going to get it this time around. The other big question is Tristan going to pit or is he going to try and stay out?
Another thing I am going to mention, though, is Max doesn't have a penalty.
Yeah, Max is going to end up jumping Kimi no matter what, even if he doesn't pass on track. But I think Max is going to want to do it on track, try to run his way forward.
Kitch is out! Kitch is out! Kitch is out. Oh my god. No safety car again. He's,
Just trying to see.
He's dropped it. It's the Haas corner. Haas corner.
Oh, he's at Haas? Oh my goodness, what the heck is he doing all the way out over there?
He's clipped the curb and it's spun him into the wall or what? I don't know. Oh, he might have had wheel issues. I'm not sure.
That's a really weird spot to be wrecked at.
But hang on, here he comes. Max Wolves, is he gonna go late? Is he gonna tuck in? He's gonna tuck in. Smart move from the Williams. He knows he's got pace. He is just gonna bide his time, but he's gonna have to be quick. Penalty situation for the boys. Yeah, it's a long way up to...
Kimi running a very beautiful line through Sector 1, I have to say. Beautiful line from both drivers. They both look really good. Kimi gets a little bit of oversteer on the exit, though. That's really going to open it up for Max. Max is going to be able to get him, and he's going to be able to get him early down the straightaway. That'll give him more time.
Welsh is out as well. Welsh
him.
has dropped it. Is he retired in the pit lane? I think he's in the pit lane.
Yeah, he's in the pit lane. Here he goes. He's going to go left on Kimi. Kimi's not going to defend it at all. Kimi knows it's inevitable.
Here he goes. Yep, he's pulled back in front before the braking zone. Good move from the Williams.
So now can the Williams drive away?
Yeah, he only has to be within 3 seconds of the Aston Martin now. So I think P3 for Max. He's managed to pull it off. He could have had P2 now, though.
Not gonna lie, I think Kitch needed to win this race in order to stay in the championship battle mathematically.
Yeah, that's gonna rule him out near enough.
Well, Max Wolves could not do it. He's still got Kimmy right there behind him with DRS. Can Max pull away from him as they go through the first sector now?
Yeah, these two both echoing fantastic lines the way that gap is being swallowed to the Aston Martin. I still don't feel like there's a, yeah, he's going to have 3 runs at clearing a 10-second goal. He's going to have to clear 7 seconds on Langersby, but I don't think he's going to do it. He has got substantial pace though, but I still can't see it being enough for P2. So we are going to have a couple of new interviewees in Parc Fermé.
It depends. Either any of these drivers could still drop it. It's getting late in the race. Arms are getting tired. Yeah. Anybody could have an issue. Your right foot, left foot.
It is a demanding
sort of
track
slight
here.
human arrow.
It is a demanding track. You don't feel like it is because you see the straights and.
Here comes Kimmy. Here comes Kimmy. He's gonna make a move on the left.
He's gone deep, very, very deep. He's made it stick. Great pass.
What a corner.
But if I was Max, I'd sit pretty. He's going to take both of these places by technicality.
Yeah, I would let Kimmy go up there and fight Tristan for sure. I would definitely do that.
Just sit there nice and sweet. He just has to bide his time. Tristan's not going to run away. He's on old mediums. Just let Kimmy have a go at him. Let him try to blitz some of those tyres. Just so in the latter stages, maybe that last lap, he can just bring it in nice and tight with him. But all 3 of them are going to have DRS here.
Well, the big problem is Kimmy's going to get it done right here on the front straightaway, whereas Max probably won't. Max is going to get stuck behind Tristan going into Sector 1. Max very late on the brakes trying to see if Tristan would hang out around the outside and let him through. It didn't happen.
I still can't see Kimmy running away, though.
Yeah, but this gives Kimmy a huge chance to, if the Aston Martin makes a mistake or holds up the Williams just a little bit to where he can't get past him and stay within DRS of Kimmy.
Should get it on the DRS straight here.
Oh, and there's the mistake I was talking about.
So the gap is about just over a second. Oh my god, he nearly went at the back of Tristan there. Careful on that one. He's going to clear him now though. Here he comes in the Williams, up the inside on the straight now. Past the Aston Martin, but they both have DRS.
Yeah, the Aston Martin could do a
That is a bold move across. That's a very strong move over from Max. Very aggressive. He wanted to get his line back to have a run at. I think he's just going to try. I think he's going to try and take Kimmy.
He can do it on the front straightaway right here. It might be his best shot at it. But I think he's a little too far back.
Bajala in the chat saying Daz needs to return to Aussie Div 1. Hashtag Daz can handle the heat. Oh, the Aussie heat, my apologies. Yeah, I think after today's race, he's absolutely smashed it. He's very late on the brakes though, Max, but he's making it work superbly well. Driver of the Day nomination?
Probably Max, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think Max or Langersby, but both of them have done stellar jobs. But obviously, for the penalty, I think it's going to lean more towards Max. He's drove fantastically well.
Yeah, I have to
Jack
agree.
doing well as well. Jack's also driven well. I mean, he has picked up more penalties than you can shake a stick at. He's picked up 24 seconds, which I believe his next penalty might be disqualification. But he's got a point, so he's got a couple of points on the board. He might just want to keep it where it is.
Yeah, and here comes the Williams now. He's going to go by drivers left to Kimmy. Let's see what Kimmy does here. Is Kimmy going to try and dive him again?
No, he's just going to tuck in.
Oh, he's used a lot of the battery, too. He's not going to have any battery left to defend with against Kimmy.
They're both about the same.
Yeah, but that DRS will make a huge difference for Kimmy.
Yeah, he's really just going to have to charge up as much as he can through this last sector, but
look at
it
Max.
is on the throttle.
He pulled 0.7 of a second. He might have this. If he can be about 0.6 of a second in front of Kimmy as they enter that long back straightaway, he might have this job done right here.
Completely agree. Kimmy with the DRS, but I think, yeah, he's 8 temps. He's too far back. I just can't see it. I think you're looking at your podium places now, which is going to be Daz, Langersby, Red Bull 1-2, again, back-to-back weeks. Pajala puts in the chat, you have a better chance of winning the lotto than Jack going a full race without penalties. Pajala, hashtag Jack loves to corner cut. Pajala, whilst you are here, can I ask you a very lovely favour? Can you pay out tonight's prediction as no, please, since you haven't gambled on it? And just for you, I'm going to show you the state of this lobby. So Morris crashed, what, lap 6, 7? This is the onboard of the Ferrari for Pajala. Yep, that is a missing wheel and a tether to the centre of the track.
And Kimmy's too far back. He can't make the move on Max. So Max, as long as he keeps it right side up, front wing forward, he's going to put himself on the podium on track.
Pajala has paid out your prediction, everybody. He should do it, should come through shortly. He has paid it out as no. I think he should have paid out as yes and said fuck him anyway. But I'm going to ride on board with Daz for the last lap. He's blitzed all of the battery.
Well, you do that. I'm going to pay attention to Kimmy and Max as they're still within a second of each other fighting for this third position.
Go on, do you know what? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's not going to be a worry for Max, as the job is going to be settled by penalties, unfortunately. Tristan done 15 laps on the medium compound, so that's a fantastic drive for him to secure P5. As long as he's going to have to push a little bit further on them, because he's going to have to just get out of the 3-second window. It's 2.7, but it is coming down. So you're looking at P6 maybe for Tristan, but that's a great drive for him in the Aston Martin.
Kimmy's there. He could do this. He could get this done going down the straightaway.
He's got a good exit. Here he comes.
He's expelling the battery. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, Kimmy's going to get him. Just let him go. Just let him go.
You just have to tuck in.
Yeah, just tuck in
Meanwhile,
and follow him. Don't pick up a penalty.
Daz is coming round Haas corner. Good chunk of curbing. Coming up onto the last corner now, nice and tight, keeps the car straightens it up. Here he goes with his waves. Daz wins in Austin. That is a P1 for him. Langersweber now coming through the Haas corner. Now he's going to lock it in for a Red Bull back-to-back consecutive set of points. Double 1-2. So
here comes Kimmy and Max. All Max has to do is just stay inside the white lines, which he does rather well going through the two final corners. So Kimmy's going to finish in front of him, but Max is going to get it.
Yep, here comes Tristan now across the line. That's P5, but it's going to be P6. P6 for Tristan, P5. Jeff Master Flash, he's drove a penalty-free race. Great old stuff. Everybody in the chat, your payouts have been completed, even though we think it's a lot of bollocks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will completely agree that that's a bollocks payout.
Yeah, Peach is going to take it. Jack is going to come across. He weaves. He's finished. But is he going to keep his points? I don't think so. I think Trey might just sneak it in. Peach P9. Vorno now, we're just waiting to see if he's done enough. Is he going to get that last point? No, he is not. Trey's bumped both of them. Trey's P9. Here comes Cheese. Cheese started at the back. Congratulations to him. He's took a point off them both. Wow.
Well, yeah, Mr. Peach on that last lap took a 10-second time penalty for something. I didn't get to see what it was.
Yeah, I am going to say Daz has collected the whitewash. Lubo Ghosted hasn't retired. He joined 3 or 4 times. Obviously, he finishes P14. He will be disqualified from this Grand Prix. And he will receive a race ban as per the new regulations for Rapid Europe. He had 2 laps to rejoin. He did join back and forth 3 times. First time you benefit the doubt to see if it's cleared. And it didn't work. So that will be a race ban for him. Daz is now the championship leader by 1 point. That fastest lap has put him in the lead of the Grand Prix. So we will get him in for an interview. So we're going to have him, Langersweber and Max Wolves for your interview process. Let's have a look. Where are these boys? Langersweber is going to come in.
And what a shake-up for the podium. I'm not going to lie. 2 of these drivers that are standing next to Daz, we did not expect to be on the stairs this evening.
It was a great race to watch. Obviously, the bugs and stuff hasn't helped, and I really feel like Jordan would have been there. I feel like he's really been stiffed by this bloody ridiculous game. It's not fair. But we are going to get the guys in. We've got Max and Daz in our race winner. Triple. Couldn't have got anything more out of that one for him. Will we see Langer's Viber coming in to join us? I'm not sure.
Go ahead and read out your final finishing order for the top 10. You got Rapid Daz and Langensviber making it a Red Bull 1-2 with a beautiful finish for the team. And you got Max Wolves bringing it home for his first podium of the year, I do believe, in the Williams. And you got both Alfa Romeos, P4 and P5, with Kimi leading his teammate, Hernan Wet, to the finish line. And then we have the Aston Martin of Tristan, and then we have the McLaren of Jaff, Chewbacca in the Alpha Tauri, Trey in the Alpine, and Rapid Cheese in the Alpha Tauri round out the top 10. And really, in this sport, they're the only 10 that matter. Because, well, only 10 spots pay out positions, and it's the top 10. So after a very, very hectic race, we have 2 drivers in here. We're waiting on the third to see if Langer's driver will be joining us or not.
They are saying they have to be quiet because everyone's already sleeping. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be making it because they've got family asleep. Obviously, the interviews aren't mandatory as part of Rapid Europe, but obviously, I know they're in the stream. But congratulations to Langer's Viber helping Daz constructors-wise. On a Red Bull 1-2, so we will move over to Max as long as he's got his audio clipped in.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your first podium in Div 1.
Thank you.
You have also been nominated Driver of the Day.
Nice to know.
Yeah. We were wondering, did you pit to cover from Langer's Viber, or what was your thought process on that second stop?
I mean, I was always going to do a 2-stop, to be honest. I think that's just the way. Because the tyres would have gone off massively at the end. I know I could have maybe got P2, but 2-stop was always the plan. So I came in to cover off Kinney, really. That was the main thing.
Yeah, you seem to have a fantastic battle with him as well.
Yeah, it was.
The lines you guys were taking were pretty much symmetrical the way you two were driving. It was just corner for corner, punch for punch. Definitely a highlight for us to watch in the commentary box. I'm wondering whether Lando has anything to say to our new podium finisher for Rapid Div 1.
Well, I was going to ask, when you went into pit lane for your second stop, what were your tires already at wear-wise?
Yeah, they're already at about 35-40%, so it would have been...
So you could have finished the race on those tires if you wanted.
I could have, yeah, if I wanted to, but I just decided to pit for the second stop.
Well, did the idea that Kimi has a time penalty and I don't want to sit back there and have to race him because he might race me a little differently because he has the time, did that ever cross your mind at all?
I mean, I was definitely less aggressive in battling because of it, because I knew I only had to stay within 3 seconds. But, the main goal was just to clean pit lane, really. We were just slipstreaming each other down the straight, crossing positions, catching up to P4. Can't remember who it was at the time, but that was the main reason. Just using each other, really, to get up to the podium position.
Well, yeah, that was Tristan that y'all were catching, and he actually did the one stop from softs to mediums. And it looked like there for a second, whenever Kimi passed him on the front straight, and you didn't. I was really worried for you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it did cross my mind that I might not stay within the 3 seconds then, but I managed to get him on the next straight, so all good in the end, thankfully.
Congratulations. It was a beautiful drive for me. So I'm very happy to see you up here for your first podium for Div 1.
Thank you.
You got any other comments about your race personally?
I think that's the best race I've driven in this league so far. I think that's the main thing, so hopefully I can keep on improving from here on out, and hopefully this won't be the last podium of the season.
Yeah, moving on to that, you've got Mexico next week. Is that another strong track for you, or?
Yeah, it is a strong track. I think it may help out as well that track limits there are quite extreme. I think we could see a lot of penalties, and obviously not getting a penalty today. I think it just shows keeping it clean is the main thing, which I'm quite good at, so could potentially benefit off that next week as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and obviously we do hope that the podiums continue for any driver who's managed to make them. Only hope I speak for Lando as well when we hope next time it's P2 or
Yeah, hopefully.
fingers crossed Daz is going to show that he is human and he's going to let somebody else take P1 so because he doesn't seem to be letting up.
Yeah.
But, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
For the rest of the season, obviously if we don't see you, but fingers crossed we do. And once again, driver of the day.
Yeah.
So
Cheers, guys.
a lot of good things to take, mate. Yeah, definitely your best race we've seen.
Yeah, 100%.
And hopefully more to come, mate. Hopefully more
Yeah,
to
hopefully.
come.
Thank you.
No problem. Take care, buddy.
You too. See ya.
Lando didn't think he would get it. He didn't think he'd get it because he thought someone would box for the softs towards the end. But Daz has put a middle finger up towards him. Your race winner tonight, Triple Crown. Rapid Daz. Shock. Death taxes and a Rapid Daz P1. How much you want? Congratulations, fella. How was it?
Yeah, very good. The car felt amazing. The setup felt amazing. Yeah, one slight mistake down the back straight, but yeah, other than that, yeah.
You're lucky. We didn't catch that. We didn't catch that mistake.
Oh.
You're fine there.
I did. Watching it, I was like, oh shit, he just ran in the back of Kimmy and shoved Kimmy off.
One question we're going to ask is very quickly early on. I know you were on different strategies, and I know you always stick to the one stop. We don't know what strategy Jordan was running, but he did show to have a lot of pace. Do you think that there was a chance where Jordan could have beat you there? Because he was massively robbed. Yeah, I think he might have been the only driver who could have challenged you today, I think.
He was on the alternate strategy, same with Kimmy. I think he would have been up there with Langsweber, maybe a couple of seconds ahead. But honestly, no, I don't think he would have been near me.
It seems like it was pretty straightforward for you. It was just, yep, Paul, there we go. Yep, there's the fastest lap. Yep, because you have won by 15 seconds. It seemed to be, there's not really much we have to ask you because you've pretty much smashed it. You now lead, that fastest lap actually lets you lead the championship by a point, just for the record. So just so you know.
And one of your title rivals crashed out this evening. How do you feel about that? Knowing that Kitch is almost mathematically unable to reach you now.
I mean, pretty confident. It was obviously not nice to see him. I'd like to do it on track, but yeah, I can't complain, can I? I mean, missed out on maybe 20 points there, so yeah. I can't complain.
We move on to Mexico next week, and Mexico is a very strong track for the Red Bull camp. How are you feeling about Mexico? Do you think it's a track that you're really going to excel at, or do you think it might give you some problems with its kind of shoddy track limits?
Well, I managed to do well on the track limits today, and everyone thinks that's shocking, so I mean, I did go around there last season with no penalties, and I won, so I'll try and replicate it this season.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry too much about thinking of any tracks that Daz would particularly struggle at. It doesn't seem to think he struggles at anything. But yeah, I know that you're a point ahead of. It's a point ahead of Kimmy now. Do you think that's going to be? Do you think now you're in the lead, you're just going to carry on running away with it, or do you think he's still going to have something up his sleeve?
Looking at the calendar, Mexico, Portugal. Portugal is going to be very strong at. I know Kimi has got a lot of pace on Portugal. I can't lie, the other four though, I am pretty confident and so I think the only race he might outscore me is Portugal, but obviously anything can happen.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because Kitch is really happy with the fact that Jeddah's there. It's a very strong track for him, so obviously if he is going to be as familiar as he says there,
He was.
reviewing
It is his favourite track, one of his favourite tracks, but I did beat him there last season, so all I can do is do the
I
same.
did commentate on it as well. I did commentate on that one as well. I was there. I think that was the one you actually.
Not gonna lie, I
you
kind of
actually
like to
sealed.
see Max stepping that shit in the wall out of the final corner. Not gonna lie.
Not for me. Maybe Cage, but for me.
You've had it there, guys. There's 12 years here. If he puts it in the wall in Jeddah, I want every single one of you to be roasting on every single social media outlet you can contact him on. I want you to absolutely drive him into the ground like a bloody template. Let that man know. if Lando's got nothing else to add, I'll move towards wrapping up the stream because
Yeah, no,
I
the
haven't
only
got
other
much
thing,
to ask. Cause
yeah,
you
no, the
smashed
only
it.
other thing that I had to add was be sure to tune in tomorrow night in the evening hours because we will be doing the Rapid Formula One podcast. Tomorrow night we'll be reviewing the Bahrain Grand Prix and we will be doing a Jeddah preview for practice and qualifying in the race, which will start the following day. So tomorrow should be a really good stream for that. Other than that, I really had nothing else because it was a clear-cut victory, a good podium. Had some usual Codemasters fuckery going on, but that never surprises me anymore. So
We've also seen the rules be implemented. Lubo is going to be serving a race ban next week. Obviously, I don't know how much of it was glitched. That's down to he's going to have a case for argument because the whole lobby was bugged. But he did hop in and then hop out 3 times, and we do have the 2-lap limit. So obviously, the first join will be classed as his chance to rectify it. It didn't rectify. I mean, but then again, we did see a car drive 23 laps around here with a wheel missing.
yeah.
Right, so yeah, Jordan's car after he crashed continued to drive 23 laps.
With no
So
left front suspension at all.
Yeah, the whole thing was gone. So, but yeah, obviously, guys, tune in tomorrow. Obviously, it'll be in the Euro channel. It'll be probably put on the Rapid Facebook channel. I'll ask Pajaro or Warner to get a link out there. Look at the Rapid Cause Facebook page if you're following it. All the links will be there at some point to keep your eyes up for the podcast. We also have Division 2, so we'll probably try and get in there before 7:30 because obviously Varner will be doing stuff for Div 2. And if you're not around for either of those 2 days, we wish you the best for the weekend. Have a great weekend, some good time off. I know there's a couple of battles and stuff being lined up, bits and pieces. But yeah, Mexico next week. So from all of us at Rapid, we look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.